Okay, checking one. I Unfortunately my setup is next to the air conditioner before I start. Just checking audio right now to see how it is with the air conditioner on. Because it's warm today. We'll turn it off if it's very noticeable. It's a pretty dang good song. I don't think I listened to Outer Ring Dinner Etiquette. I think this is about where I like it. Nice. Just the it reminds me of something. Mm, older rock songs, I guess. Older for me is most of them, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a nice. Yeah. I should have had music on louder so I can hear better. Yeah, yeah. Then it just has the. I don't know instruments. I feel bad trying to describe something when I don't know it well enough. I should let it finish up, but spent a minute checking the audio. Feels bad to just wait all this time for no one, specifically. But it just sounds so good. Oh, but then it quieted down a bit. Alright, last half a minute. Well, as it ramps up. That was rad. No, it's not even on shuffle. Oh, my bad. Alright. What's up? Nam's here. This is Nam's live stream. And that was. Sorry, I need to check it again. Outer Ring Dinner Etiquette. Very nice song. And, well, today. I felt like doing things, but mostly continuing a talk that I ended my last stream on, because, yeah, coming from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, even though they just really didn't do it much at all towards the end of its life. Like upgrades to older units were some of my favorite parts, my favorite times in that game. Just seeing characters like Lucius, a wholly terrible DPS character in that game, the following Halloween, because he was a Halloween incubus character, just go from utterly worthless, just a really cool set of animations, I guess, to just being a top tier DPS, not for burst, but for like over the longer period of the combat, he'd outperformed the new DPS that released. I don't know. So that was one of the sickest moments to me in all of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and being able to use them. So character upgrades are some of my favorites in this game, so I wanted to continue some thoughts I had. Don't know why I'm going to this screen. Yeah, that polychrome isn't going down, unfortunately. I believe this is a 50-50, so, you know. It's being saved for Seed, Orphe, or the Rabbit. Anyway, sorry. Focus up. I get distracted easily. Last time around, I mostly focused a lot on Koleda. Still disappointed that voice is the way it is. But one of my main thoughts were giving Pen on her core passive here. Specifically doing the woodpecker type of thing, where your different abilities gives you the buff. But for Koleda, it'd hopefully be buffs that are similar to her additional ability and last until the enemy recovers from stun. And so the thought there is it'd be a way to actually encourage using her Furnace Fire, because unfortunately it is a long just animation that you scarcely want to do and honestly can't just miss, which is really frustrating. But just consuming Furnace Fire to debuff an enemy, the idea was to give her Pen similar to Bernice's M2, which is basically a buff. Hard to explain, but it's a buff similar to Nicole's additional. Sorry, I'm going from one thing to what I'm saying to refer to another character, and now I'm referring back to another character. This isn't like a damage taken debuff, but that is what's actually happening. Is it's saying when you attack this enemy, your attack gets buffed, and so that's what Bernice's Pen is. That's mostly notable because when you pair Bernice with Rena specifically, Rena gives her Pen to her allies, but you know, since Bernice doesn't actually buff her Pen, she buffs the pen of attacks on a specific enemy with her Afterburn, then yeah, she doesn't increase Rena's Afterburn or Rena's penetration, so Rena doesn't get that little smidget of pen she's still missing for her full buff. All that to say is, that'd be my idea. It's just a similar type of thing, so it's a sort of debuff type of buff, and Pen seemed like it'd be pretty cool, because it'd give her just something different from other agents. Well, not different from Rena, but different from the other stunners, different from the other supports, that could help her have some form of edge. My idea would be 20% here, 10 for using EX Pistol or Furnace Fire. I don't know why I'm pointing at my monitor as I talk. You can't see that. And I'm also not using my mouse. I'm using my controller, so I'd rather not disconnect my controller. But so I really like the idea of giving her Pen, specifically because it gives her synergy with Grace, but specifically Grace with her signature weapon. Her signature having Pen and her best partner being the Pen buffer just sounds really cool to me. Of course, you do normally want her for disorder, so you probably wouldn't, even with this buff, you probably wouldn't be going Koleda and Rena Grace unless you really wanted to. But in a way, it might work, and that'd be cool, I think. It'd also give Grace a partner because of the way Pen works together. Well, at least how reducing an enemy's defense works together, getting more Pen is better. So, and Rena is unfortunately disappointing S-rank support, solely due to the existence of Nicole. Despite Nicole's debuff for defense shred being really short, she can make it last a while, and you can keep it up quite easily just by swapping back to Nicole. This is mostly because of her ammo system. Whenever she has bullets, you can just basic attack with Nicole, and she'll reapply the 3.5 seconds debuff. And so if you're quick swapping with Nicole, similar to how you quick swap with Rena, like Nicole just gives more defense shred than Rena gives pen at M1, which is unfortunate. So giving Koleda, you know, synergy with another standard support, another standard agent, just, I don't know, sounds like it'd be the nice thing to do. And, you know, also the synergy with another S rank. And then the final thought is that how Fire Resonium in Withering Garden, part of Hollow Zero, has 10 buffs whenever you get those stacks. I forget what the stacks were called, but, you know, every Resonium has its appropriate attribute damage buff and some other thing. Like, I believe Zap is alt damage and Ether is AP, and Fire was pen. So that feels fitting to give Koleda some pen. On the other hand of things, I may have been possibly, unfortunately, aware that, unfortunately, all the buffs some agents are getting is when you have a new role in their team, they'll also activate their additional ability, which is cool, kind of meh. Like, the one thing it does for Koleda, unfortunately, is only give her somewhat synergy with Astra, being able to get an extra chain attack for your main DPS. And it's really, on average, just one extra chain attack. She unfortunately can't do that with other agents, because she only gets this with Fire or her faction, which is basically Anton, Grace, and a bunch of agents who can be buffed by Lighter, which is frustrating. It just means she's outright worse, because, like, his stronger buffing, ignoring the 15% resistance down, works outside of stun. So yeah, I mean, if they make a character of the new role who uses their chain attack a lot, that'd be cool, I guess. But, you know, it still wouldn't save her, because even with Evelyn, who does nothing but spam chain attacks, Koleda is just worse than Nicole, and it's so depressing. Which is why I feel like she needs something. Unfortunately, from what I also understand, without going too much, because I do try to avoid leaks relatively, unfortunately I can't help myself. I lack self-control. I go to the leak subreddit sometimes, and it's really just mostly to see, how do I say, mostly just drive discs and W engines. I might click on something else because I'm lack self-control, but I just want to see drive discs and W engines to see if there's anything interesting in the future. And there might be for drive discs, but yeah, unfortunately, from what I understand, and I think I just heard this from another YouTube chat or YouTube streamer as well, the new role might ignore pen in defense as a whole. So giving Koleda pen while also giving her, adding the new role as something to activate her additional would be annoying, because that'd just be anti-synergy then, which is frustrating, because I really like the idea of giving Koleda pen, but if it is true that they ignore defense entirely, then yeah, giving her pen wouldn't do much. Yeah, the other option is, the other thought I had is how Anton and Ben have some form of crit rate buffing. Ben's additional ability is 16%, and then Anton's Mindscape 4 is 10%. And so maybe Koleda can get crit damage buffing, but I mean, that's also not a particularly distinct feature or distinct buff, because like then Lighter also has Blazing Laurel for massive crit damage buffing. And crit damage buffing from a Mindscape or additional ability feels more like an A rank thing, because Lucy gets 10% crit damage. Nicole has a 15% debuff.
Ready for combat.
Alright, that's about it, but it still feels like it shows up more so for A ranks than it does for any particular class. Like, she gets 26% crit damage, which isn't much on freaking Mindscape. Ugh. That's not much.
We fight. He's the
Yeah.
Did you call me?
Mm. Yeah, all that to say is, yeah, I don't think it'd be all that amazing to just give her crit damage. Especially, I mean, I guess it'd be fine. And though, it would also stack up with the, from what I understand, the new disc set also giving crit damage. So I guess that's something stunners are good at. It's actually, that is something to think about. Trigger gets crit damage on her. Trigger gets it on her Mindscape 2, Lighter gets it on his W engine, and then all stunners who are presumably getting it on a disc set as a buff to attackers specifically, but also to themselves to have an option, since they never applied the quick assist for Astral Voice, which is a very powerful disc set. Unless you're Lighter, who gives himself the Astral Voice buff and makes it way more consistent for a support to buff an ally. Anyway, I guess crit damage would make sense. However, the other thought is, oh, you might be getting a bit much on crit damage. I just don't think it's too interesting. But yeah, but I guess it doesn't matter. So it's like the options are like my idea of 10, which I still like, but, or just any buffing on 2 stacks, using 2 stacks there should be fine enough. And the other idea is increasing it by like any amount with Mindscape 1, because I still feel like this is by far the worst Mindscape in the game. Said it a lot already, but I think it bears repeating. Like, this is really bad. You almost never want to utilize this. It's like really bad. So, like, just adding onto that text that it increases the power of a buff or debuff Koleda does here would make sense. Like, every single stunner gives stun damage and multiplier. That's also the thought. Lighter gets it on his M2. I believe it's 25%. I thought I pressed it. Yep, right there, 25% stun damage multiplier. Up here, because he's low level, Lycon gets it on his additional ability. 35% when he hits the stunned enemy, I believe. And then Trigger gets it at all times, 35%. And we're upgradable by her one. And then Qingyi is known as the burst, a general stunner, because her entire gimmick is that she gives a ton of stacks of it. What is this like? Okay, so up to 80% stun damage multiplier increase, and she needs to do it twice, I believe, or something to. It looks like it's just 80, and then I think her Mindscape 2 increases it even further by 135%. Interesting. All I know is she boosted by a massive amount, and that's her entire gimmick.
Hey, don't look down on me.
Man, I hate that line. So adding stun damage multiplier would make sense. It wouldn't be wholly original, and it makes her step on Qingyi's toe specifically. That's why it makes perfect sense to give her stun damage multiplier. Every single other stunner except Anby has it, so yeah, why is she missing out when, man, not having any meaningful buffing just exposes how stunning on its own is not particularly useful purely in terms of dealing damage. That's why like double supports and all are very viable on the majority of agents, and the one agent it's not specifically viable on is because they hard locked him to only doing DPS to stunned enemies, and that being Hugo. Yeah, she just needs something, because yeah, even with Hugo, man, she's fun. From what I saw, it looks like she's fun, which makes sense because Koleda is just really fun. But man, she just is insufficient compared to even supports, which is rough. So she just needs something. Stun damage multiplier would make enough sense. It still wants something else to differentiate her. Damage would be meh. Because then she'd end up just being, I don't know, Pulchra M6, I guess. And finally she can compete with Pulchra M6. Wow. Crit damage in 10 feels like the most... or any form of crit would be fine, I guess. I don't know, just need something is all. And I think adding adding what I described would make sense. 20 minutes already. I'm spending too much time on her when I have other characters I wanted to mention. But yeah, I talked about her a lot, so apply what I said about Pen to possibly other buffs or debuffs. I wouldn't say defense down. No, because same difference. If they're gonna make her somewhat synergized with the new role coming out, then yeah, give her something else. If they don't deal with the defense stat, maybe she could be the attack buffing stunner. Which, I mean, yeah, that'd be original. Like lighters, damage. Let's see, what else do they do? Damage. Ooh, attack and damage. While being not a stunner. Stun damage. And crit damage with a Mindscape. And defense down with her W engine. Nothing. Ice resistance down, stun damage. I guess it would make sense to also be a resistance down. That could be something nice for Koleda, but no, that sounds pretty strong. I mean, they'd have to make it like 5% because they really value resistance down. Honestly, somewhat to a maybe absurd extent, because I think Hugo's M4 is 12% resistance down. Like, if you're fighting a weak enemy weak to ice, that's really bad, because I think that's always less than a 12% DPS increase on an ice weak enemy, and that's ignoring the fact that Lighter and Lycon both already do resistance down. I assume it mats out similar to damage damage buffs. So like if all was equal, it'd be a 12% increase, and Lighter would be a 15% increase, and Lycon 25%, but then like you add them all up, and then wow, that M4 on Hugo's really bad. Anyway, yeah, it's just want Koleda to have something. Yeah, they really overvalue resistance down, so she probably wouldn't get anything more than like 10% combined, 15% with her Mindscape, which is eh. But I guess it'd be something, which is all I really want for Koleda. But yeah, attack could be really nice, especially some form of buffing she can make use of would be really cool, because like her Mindscape 4 and 6 are DPS increases. I still want dash or dodge counter and quick assist added to this. That'd be funny, I think. Yeah, she has a damage boost to her chain attacks and ultimate, and just a modifier increase to EX chain and ult. Yeah. I'm surprised Furnace Fire isn't here. Like both hits of Furnace Fire for like a 720% increase for Sensor, and it's not like too amazingly strong, I think. It's enhanced right there. It's a 1000 combined, like more of course with Mindscapes. Yeah, 1200. Yeah, 700. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Come on, it's a very long animation. We'll give it some power. All right, or only 360, so it's fine. I don't know why it wouldn't be added to her M6 though. That's weird. That one should just be added because it would make sense normally. Anyway, I talked way too long about Koleda. I like her a lot, and I really want buffs for her. So, gosh, if I wanted to say something on gameplay, I'm really not sure. Man, I like her animation so much, but a part of me feels like she needs like a removal of one of her attack animations, or just to speed it up somehow, which is a shame because I really like I just really like the combo, but it's long, unfortunately. If maybe if the dodge and quick assist combo into her 4th hit basic attack was faster, I guess maybe it just skipped the third hit basic attack and just went straight to 4th and came out fast. And then if she didn't need to linger on the ground too long to go right back into enhanced basic attack, if she had Furnace Fire doing that combo, I guess that'd be nice. It'd also be nice if the 4th hit of her basic attack did fire damage. Just generally. Putting that out there. I don't know. I just really like playing Koleda, so it's hard to ask for any like gameplay changes for her, because I'm really not sure what they do. I mean, I like her. I don't really want her to change that way, because that's why I asked, just give her number things, buffs and debuffs that would incentivize playing her differently, which probably would include doing the combo. Maybe she gives a debuff that's stronger if you do the 1-2 combo, or the 1-2, or the 4 EX combo. That could be something. Still, I don't know. Maybe, gosh, I wouldn't like that, but you know, it makes sense if M1 increases the potency of a debuff or buff Koleda gets by 50% if you do it on the combo of basic 2 or basic 4 into EX. That'd make a lot of sense, but yeah, no, I shouldn't say yeah. That'd be fine. It'd give her something to, you know, consider when you play her. She's very simple, but I just think she's so fun that I just wouldn't want any gameplay changes for her. Which is unfortunate if her inherent gameplay style is slightly flawed. Anyway, on to characters who could probably use buffs, so not her, maybe her. Honestly, just make her boars consistent. It's so bad how just inconsistent her boars are. Just feels so bad when, like, Lucy can be such a really powerful and very fun agent to play, but then her boars just won't hit or be slightly delayed. It just feels so bad. I don't understand why it's the case. Piper's fine. Pulchra is so sad. Just give her basic 1 and 2. Soldier 11. I mentioned Soldier 11. I think Grace is where I left off because I didn't have much to say on her. Again, it feels bad because, unfortunately, I think the agents who need the most buffs are standard agents, and they're just not getting any. They would never get any, and it feels so sad. It sucks so much that it sucks so much to like agents like Grace or Soldier 11 best, because if they do end up buffing agents, they won't touch them, and if they do, wouldn't be for a while, and it wouldn't be much because like you could get them all the time. Why would they buff them? You know, that sucks. And it's also why I would personally advocate changes to their mindscapes. Just make pulling dupes of them not feel bad. And sure, it can kind of feel bad that you like need mindscapes to make an agent amazing, but like these are the permanently existing in the pool characters. So like, if they're like always in the pool, then it could almost feel like something to, you know, feel better about. Like, oh man, I lost my 50-50 to Grace, but man, what if, like, oh, but that, what is it, M4? Okay, maybe. But that M2, man, that gives what if they just made the number bigger? Because man, 80.5% is terrible. That is close to nothing. So Grenade is, from those, it's an 8-second debuff. Oh, what if it was just 15%? Just make it a solid 15%. Like, oh wait, 15% elect resistance down? Ooh, that makes her somewhat of a support to any electric agent. On top of just keeping Thunder Metal up consistently. Wow, ooh. Well, that's actually quite useful. Okay. I also see myself going in the red. I don't know why. I hope that's fine. I don't know what I did differently. I hope they didn't change any settings on me for some reason. I'm going to assume it's okay. I'm sorry if it's blowing anyone's ears out because I didn't change any mic settings. But yeah, just make it 15%. Like, really, 8.5%? That's just so bad, man. I don't get why they would do it like that. But yeah. You get... Yeah, like, you don't see this and think, oh, wow. And she's somewhat a support. You see the other and go, oh, I guess she's a little bit better. Yeah, if you actually got Mindscapes, maybe if this was a bit more energy, I'm like, oh, hey, So playing Grace, her M1 now makes her a bit of an energy battery for my agent. So maybe if I got an energy-hungry DPS agent, or just someone who's blew other burst, and now I can swap back to Grace and fill them up. Or maybe her M6 did something else, or just added something. Just something, like more shock damage. Wow, so with M6, she's even better in disorder teams. Ooh. Well, her disorder burst is stronger at least. You know, something to make getting dupes of the characters not feel bad. I still think 15% electric damage looks so bad. Like, you can utilize this, my man. Yeah, on Grace, I didn't have much to add, but the thought I had, I was gonna make a short about it, but I didn't know how to make a short. Is it here? Yeah, alright. So, I was gonna make notes. I think my notes should just be calculator, because I think this added it all better. Ugh, I don't think I worded right. Anyway, so the thought is, from watching, or I read it on someone talking about their Jane and Grace Howard team, it just feels bad apparently, which makes sense. Grace needs field time, Jane needs field time, and you need to pick one or the other, and Jane is probably utilizing that field time better, but then you have to swap to Grace. She's not really doing much when she's off field, so the thought would be maybe give her just some form of like off field potential. And so just when she consumes zap, or the idea was when she consumes a zap, or I actually think I have the, can you look at, no, this doesn't show old notes. Okay, well, I opened up the second one. Yeah, it was basically this. Yeah, I just didn't finish. You consume zap, EX special, or ultimate, and you'll get zap charges up to 6. So, like, when she's off field, she'll have 6 bursts of electric damage that could apply anomaly while she's off field. Now, this does step on Bernice's toes, and her mindscape's not being as amazing as Bernice is probably what helps hold Grace back, but giving her some form of the ability to apply shock when she's off field is, I think, a cooler idea. Now, what I got to was, with the calculator, and why I brought it out, is that Bernice has 100 nitro fuel, and each instance of afterburn costs 8 heat, and so she can proc it 12 times while she's off field, and with her M1 she can proc it 17 times. And because afterburn has a 1.5 second cooldown, it takes 18 then more seconds here. I'm pretty sure I can do that math. 7.5 more than this. Takes. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have done a 0.5. This skews things. So I think that's. Sorry. I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. Holy crap, am I bad at this? Yeah, it takes 18 seconds. What the heck? Yeah, that makes sense. It takes 18 seconds to for Bernice to run out of afterburn when from a full charge. So you need to break her on field every 18 seconds. So I believe, I mean, more simply, having 6, you know, oh, she has 8 stacks of zap. I didn't know that. But anyway, I said zip 6 zap charges on a 2-second cooldown means it'll take 12 seconds for her to use up all of them if you have them all. So she'd need to come on the field more than Bernice no matter what. But she'll have those 6 opportunities to build up anomaly and proc her shock when she's off field, so that you can better disorder with someone else. She'd still be a quick swap agent, at least more so than Bernice. But you know, I just thought that way she wouldn't. I guess the goal is to keep her not as good as Bernice, because, well, Bernice is the limited agent. But it feels like she really needs that, because like otherwise there's just the next electric anomaly they make, whoever they would make would end up being off-field electric anomaly agent like Bernice. And because the unfortunate thing about shock and fire specifically, and probably why, and well, very much why Vivian can also apply her anomaly from off field, is that they're damage over time. If you reapply them over and over, you're not getting anything from it. You're losing out on damage. It's why I had the thought of that's too much of a tangent, but yeah, that's why that's just why Grace feels bad for a disorder team that isn't with one of those other two, I assume, because like she needs to be on field and she's taken away from the burst anomaly agents like Jane. Well, it's mostly just Jane and Piper, and technically the freeze as well, but freeze is a harder to. It's a weaker anomaly, but all that to say that I'm tripping over my words and not getting through this right. So you need some form of off-field application so that an on-field agent can remain on field for longer. They can apply disorder, and then the automatic procs of off-field shock can proc shock again, so that the on-field agent can disorder again without needing to swap back to the agent. So that's the main thing. Just give her that little something. I think it'd actually go quite a long way. Like, Bernice should still be stronger because Bernice has the additional ability that increases burn duration, so that's 3 seconds to the disorder timer. Well, to the multiplier for disorder. I thought I heard myself for some reason. Alright, no. I also shouldn't have that playing. It'll use up resources. Yeah, she has 3 more seconds, and on top of a big booster build up. So her disorders should still be stronger.
Let's start the experiment.
But she'll just have the opportunity to, excuse me, sorry, just have stronger shocks generally and be able to better synergize with other anomaly agents generally. So that's my thought for Grace. Give her just some form of charges. And they can even make it also short cooldown, maybe 1.5, maybe even 1 second charges. I said 2 seconds because that matches shock. I believe shock has a 2 second application requirement, or 2 second cooldown between hits, which is why it's, I believe, stronger than burn. I just think that'd be neat. And it'd also be like, it's also change I'm saying that isn't too big of a change to her gameplay, because I like Grace's gameplay. I think it's really neat just being able to go through, just keep pressing the button and have a rhythm, and you can hit the special and your dodge counters and still keep up a sort of rhythm with her basic attacks. I just think that's really fun. So I wouldn't want that changed if she got like lost void gear. And so that's unfortunately my worry with because they use the word reworks, and unfortunately I like playing the characters I like, and I wouldn't want them to be stronger by playing differently. So that's the rough part. It's just sort of, I would also buff Rita in some way. I'm not sure how, but she needs something, I think. Shocked enemies increase electric damage, and she increases shock anomaly duration, so she is the shock disorder buffer as well, which is interesting. She's more so like a electric buffer because she has all that pen and the electric damage buff, but it's only like 10%, which is really nothing. Like, I guess she gets 25% electric damage buff at M6 in total, which is kind of nuts to me. That's just, wow. Like, Nicole has a 25% electric damage buff here and a 40% defense down. That's just so wild to me, because, like, yeah, Nicole is just stronger despite being an A rank. That was not balanced. I don't know what they were thinking with that. She's a new character. Anton is the main reason why I wanted to go back to this topic.
Come on, let's get to work.
Hold on. Honestly, give him his signature. I'd write like some energy while I explain whatever I'm explaining. It's not a bad Anton build, especially with the signature. Man, he looks so much better with Haramasas though. What I wanted to talk about Anton is I figured out how to do his infinite swap, and unfortunately it's frustrating. I think that's all I wanted. Is there anything else I'd want to talk about? I think I already mentioned Anby. I'd give her energy buffing to everyone more often. And I think Lost Void is already a good look for Corin, and she's already in there. It's harder to say for Billy because I don't play him at all. Obviously, he's down here.
Come on, let's get him.
But what I wanted to talk about for Anton is just the method in which you can reserve his energy, and how I kind of want tech that exists for Anton to be changed into to honestly be removed so that he'd just play differently. Well, not differently. Well, I guess easier is one word, but making it easier is in the way I'm meaning. Also, I wanted to check this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's... Okay, I was wondering which attack threw grenade. Anyway, for Anton, so every attack he does takes energy, and you can actually see it take energy. Permanent energy. So that's his basic attack. That's his dash attack. And even that takes energy. And that's a drill attack. And that's his third basic attack. And that last one is a... Now what I learned is... No. Okay, that was correct. And now I still have energy left over. So this is what I learned. I've learned how to use his infinite drill. But it's really touchy. Because those first two basic attacks can cancel it. So, because if you see this... And now he's out. So if you hit the enemy... Okay, and he's not in burst mode. No, it's fine. I got the energy thing. So basically, Anton can... What happens is, I believe it's his drill attacks that do not kick Anton out of... And unfortunately, I didn't bring a quick assist agent. Unfortunate. For some reason, I keep saying that. I am good, Fiora 2. Hello. I'm just talking about possible buffs for agents, and so I learned how to do Anton's infinite drill. And it's annoying because he does that, but if you're at an appropriate distance, that drill attack won't kick you out of his burst mode. It also has a higher modifier than the attack that follows it, like that one, and that one does a chunk of his energy. So you definitely never want to use that one. But what's rough is his dash attack also drains his energy, and it kicks him out of burst mode. And so what you're supposed to do is that there's a perfect distance, which I definitely can't master, where you don't do the little dash, and it doesn't kick him out of burst mode. Like, oh, I did the slight hint of the follow-up, so I ended up getting hit. But yeah, honestly, basically, I learned how to do the infinite energy with Anton, and it's a bit annoying. And unfortunately, it just feels worse than just using quick assist tech with, well, not tech, but just spamming quick assist with Astra, which is unfortunate. No. Because if you're like too far or too close, he'll hit the enemy, and if you're way too far, he won't dash it. He won't reach the enemy at all. basically, if I were to buff Anton, I'd make his dash attack and his basic attack one, never kick him out of burst mode. So like if he got Lost Void gear, I'd just make those first two attacks not kick him out. Because basically if you can do that, if he doesn't get kicked out of burst mode, you'd do this, and you wouldn't have to worry about these first two hits kicking out. But the other thing I'd want to add is if these two hits don't kick him out, what I'd really want to see added, especially when you look at his numbers. Let's see, it's this. No, I guess you can just switch characters.
Handle technical matters.
Yeah, I forgot her voice was different too. Kind of makes me sad. Yeah, for some reason, his third hit has a lower modifier than his second hit, which is weird. Just think that's a bit strange, especially because that second hit is a drill attack. Yeah, you can see it there. That also means the first hit isn't a either, which means it doesn't get this damage buff. Oh, what's notable there is his drill. It has a drill attack, which doesn't kick you out, and a pile driver attack, which kicks you out. And pile driver gets the 24% boost, while the drill attacks get the 40% boost. And so, first off, it's kind of weird. Like his drill attacks are all the stronger hits, except for his ultimate and chain attack, I believe. Yeah, they're both pile driver attacks, so they get the smaller boost. But for his
Let's start the experiment.
let's go back to turning off the energy just to look at how much energy is taken. So if I'm spamming basic attack, yeah, about half of that was the third hit basic attack. Yeah, that's so interesting. The drill attack, which is the strongest part of his basic attack combo, takes the least amount of energy. That's so weird. Because it's his strongest hit and it takes the least energy. So like, even if you didn't do any tech on Anton, you'd always want to do it like this. And I even did the combo enough that I did the combo in a rotation that didn't get him kicked out by using these first two hits. Because for some reason drill attacks don't kick him out. It's so weird. So I just removed those first two hits from kicking him out of burst mode, and that'd be maybe a bit too powerful of a buff, but I think it'd be cool. Mostly because the tech itself that keeps him in burst mode forever, it just requires like finicky distance between him and the enemy to be consistent, and even with it, you just slow down too much because you have to back up, and then you also lose out the first hit, these first two hits damage. I also want to see that. Hold on. Yeah, freaking this kick costs energy. Hold on, because I can dash out of it. Or is it a kick? I think so, something's a kick. Okay, maybe I'm misremembering. No, it's out of basic. It's just out of burst mode. That's a kick. Yeah, that's a nice kick. But yeah, else.
Anton,
Basically,
count me in.
I'd get rid of. I just get rid of those first two hits, draining energy if I were to buff Anton, which again feels like something they only might do because, you know, they gave Billy and Corrin gear in Lost Void, so it feels like it makes sense that they'd probably give Anton some as well. But yeah, so if you just get rid of those two, if you get rid of these first two hits, taking him out of burst mode, then like, yeah, he'd be much easier to play for most players, because then everyone would know how to do, well, everyone would be aware of tech that just means he can stay in burst mode forever. Of course, if you do that,
Come on.
then this third hit basic attack right here ends up being a super worthless attack. So the other side of that is, my idea would be if he's running out of energy, and so if this attack takes him out of burst mode, it gets an extra burst of damage, so it becomes something you'd actually want to do. I just think that'd be a really cool way of going about it. Like, you control whenever you get out of burst mode by just not using that attack. You know, because you just dash out to keep repeating this. And then, like, the skill cap is knowing how long you should be in. Of course, the other thing there is,
I only handle technical matters.
Anton's freaking M6 is really, unfortunately, almost worthless. Not actually worthless, but it's definitely hard to use, because you need to use his palo driver attacks, and those are the attacks that kick him out of burst mode. Definitely not worthless, because, you know, his chain attacks and ultimate count for this as well. So when they crit, they'll increase his drill attacks damage, but it's only for his basic attack drill and his dodge counter, which is interesting. So it's only for this attack right here, which is kind of weird, I think. It feels like he's intentionally designed with that attack specifically to be his most powerful, which I think is interesting, but then it makes it so weird that his 5th hit basic attack takes so much energy. So even if you didn't know about any tech to have infinite burst mode with Anton, the efficient way to use Anton would to be doing this anyway, because not only is this attack stronger, this follow-up takes more energy and kicks them out of burst mode. It's so weird. So yeah, my Anton buffs would be... Oh, I thought I would press far enough. Make this combo intentional, that you can do it infinitely, and that these first 2 hits won't come out of burst mode. And then make it so that this finisher here, when it does kick him out of burst mode, has a massive burst with it. Man, he's a really cool character. Look at him. He's like the anime protagonist guy, except he's not the protagonist whatsoever. Oh, it hit. That's funny. And then the last thing, honestly, something I really do want for Anton: make all of these attacks count as EX specials. Like, come on. It feels so sad that he doesn't, like, work with Lucy. Because I should change characters just to see how it works. Are my settings the same? Yeah. That's fine. Oh, I put her on the wrong side. Alright, there it is. Yeah, and you can see here none of the boars are falling, because Lucy's, and it's still there. You can see it work with, yeah. Whenever Grace uses her EX special, a boar will fall. But when he's in burst mode, he just can't activate it at all. That sucks so much. Oh, that's so unfortunate. This attack from using his pressing special with Anton, it also doesn't count as an EX special, so he doesn't activate Lucy's thing at all. So yeah, I would say whenever he's using an attack that drains energy, I would just want that to count for Lucy. I just think that'd be cool, and it feels so sad that, like, he doesn't interact with Lucy's buff at all. Like, he actually just can't activate her M6, and that's so weird. So yeah, I'd make all of his attacks also qualify as EX special, and that specifically, so everything labeled burst mode, hopefully specifically in a way that makes it so that, oh yeah, you can see there, when he's in burst mode, it counts as a normal special. That's so annoying. because if you're like using energy, but it's specifically no synergy with another A rank because of just I don't know. If every attack in burst mode that consumes energy specifically, which is probably all of them to be honest, if they all also count as EX special, so that they're dash attacks. Is this dash attack? I don't think he has a unique dash attack in
It's our
I've got your back.
with and without energy, or it looks like he doesn't have it. Like, right? Yeah, that's a pile driver attack that takes energy. And this is his dash attack. Oh, that's weird. I guess it just read his kit then. No, yeah. Fire with fire. I guess, yeah, in burst mode, he just does his basic. He doesn't have a dash attack anymore. He just does his basic one in burst mode. That's weird and interesting to learn, though. Yeah, well, that also just means, yeah, no matter what, he doesn't boost from the electric damage from Haramas's W engine, which is so sad. He just doesn't have a dash attack that deals electric damage. It's kind of weird, to be honest. It's not qualified as a dash attack. But yeah, I would say like keep them as basic attack, but make them also have the modifier of EX special. That means if like W engines does something with EX specials, I don't think an attacker one. Yeah, no, I don't think an attacker one specifically does something with EX specials. Sambi's Soldier Zero's Anbi's W engine does work with specials, so that does mean his explosive drill in burst mode would activate Soldier Zero Anbi's. And what's the other effect of that signature? All right. Let me look at the W engines. Because I actually don't know if it's like particularly good on Anton W engine. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's electric damage. Yeah, it is electric damage. When she with all three stacks, you increase your electric damage, and you need aftershock to use it. Okay, well, that was very nice of them. So yeah, Anton doesn't even get the electric damage from Severed in instance. He doesn't have a dash attack that deals electric damage for a Sanshin Herb case. He literally doesn't get buffed by any signature weapon. Man, it's kind of mean how hard they lock these weapons a lot of the time. Like the Brimstone, it's just attack when you use basic dash and dodge, man, and that's such a nice design. At least there's still a lot of crit rate on most of them. If honestly, all of them, it's better than freaking what the anomaly agents get. Some are freaking what triggers W engine 1 W engine is. That one still makes me so sad. Yeah, sorry, for possible buffs to Anton, yeah. Make his first hit in his, yeah, because it's not even a dash attack or drill attack, so it just deals that much damage, and it deals that much damage, takes away energy, and it kicks you out of it if you end up using them without enough energy. So yeah, I'd remove those basic one from kick him out of burst mode. I'd give incentive that makes his basic for his pile driver attack when he's in his basic attack pile driver attack, so his third basic attack in burst mode. When it kicks him out, when he's ran out of energy and you use it, it gives a burst of damage. I think that'd be just pretty cool. I'll give him an extra form of burst inside stuns that isn't just like spamming quick assists. And aside from that, yeah, make everything in burst mode that's specific to burst mode also count as an EX special for purposes of like Lucy's M6. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I don't know. I'm just repeating myself is all. That's about the main things. I think that'd make unfortunately Anton is hard to play because you have to play around his energy quite a bit. And which is why they made a signature energy regen, but it also makes it so bad because it's not a direct offensive stat buff. Let's see, what else?
Come on.
I think
let's
that's
get to work.
about all I'd say for Anton, and unfortunately all I'd say for the leftover agents. Because I just think that'd be interesting. He can stay in burst mode as long as you want, as long as you keep pressing dash out of his basic attack combo. But if once you choose to exit it, you know, burst of damage, I think that's a fun thing to play around. It makes him, I think, really easy to play, probably. Because then, like, he's way easier to keep in burst mode the entire time. I don't know. I like it. And then, yeah. Also, because of how we just discussed how he works with his in burst mode, only activating burst mode counts as his EX special. Ooh.
We fighting? I've got your back.
It's
He
our
just
turn,
can't
girl.
use Woodpecker. He just can't use Woodpecker Electro because he only has the one EX special, and if you stay in burst mode the entire time, you never have EX special again. You can only basic attack and dodge. That's so crazy. Maybe it's a bit powerful to make his basic attack and dodge also count as EX special, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it'd be too powerful. He's still Anton. Like, he can do crazy things when you build him really well and play well, but I don't know. I don't think my suggestions would be too insane. It'd be pretty cool and pretty rad, but nothing too insane, I think. Maybe a little insane. Like, intentionally keeping his burst mode. Because I think the big reason I was suggesting basic one to not kick him out of burst mode is because you can have it infinite, but it takes too much time and you delay yourself just to keep it. I don't know. Feels kind of bad. It makes him easier to play because obviously people who are good with Anton can make him work really well. Particularly, maybe specifically with Astra. Because of how powerful his quick assist is specifically. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool. And he still needs to use pile driver attacks. Which ones count as pile drivers? So it's his basic 3, his drill attack, dodge counter is a drill. Burst mode, his quick assist is a drill. Assist follow-up is a drill attack. That ends in a pile driver attack. That's interesting. I don't think I ran out of the room. I'm not going back there. That's a pile driver attack. That makes sense. So basic 3 and basic and using special when you're in burst mode. And then his defensive assists are his pile driver attacks, which increase power of his second hit basic attack and his dodge counter when he's in burst mode. All right. Sorry, I'm learning Anton. I think I've understand him completely, with the exception on how to play him well. Even with the knowledge of tech and how his whole entire kit works. It's cool that his M6 is 30 seconds long, because that means you can't just use his chain attack. And then like he, for the most part, should have all the stacks for the extra damage boost, or like quick assist and dodge counter, or use his ultimate. Still, that's it's only for basic 2, and so you have to probably be playing correctly, which is rough.
Come on, let's get to work.
Anyway, so Kaku can still be used as a DPS, so I don't think she needs any buffs.
Ready for combat.
Anby can also be played as a DPS, but I'd still really like to see if they got rid of the electric limitation and just made her more of a general energy restorer. It gives her more of something, like being a recharge battery for any agent. I think that'd be cooler. Seth is a tier 0 agent, and Ben is pretty big. Ben is rough. I can speak on Ben. I play him a bit. I just don't like him, so I don't think I would have good good things to say or would be able to effectively suggest buffs to him. I still think it'd be cool if freaking she was just had any form of on-field presence. Like, that's the most depressing series of attacks. And it only gets worse when you look at the numbers, because wow, I actually bothered leveling these up and it's... Ew. How are you gonna hold? She has a hold basic? I never even knew she had a hold basic. You never want to use it. Also, these numbers are terrible. They're so bad, man. She hits quickly, I guess, but man, they're really low. They're comparable to her special, to her aftershocks. Her dodge counter is, I think her dodge counter is above average. I think, yeah, Soldier 11 had a strong dodge counter as well. Mine wasn't leveled though. But I mean, Piper has an even stronger dodge counter, despite being an anomaly agent. Okay, never mind. So maybe her dodge counter isn't that strong. Because obviously the longer your dodge counter is, the more powerful it should be to compensate. So that's why longer dodge counters are pretty high modifier. Still, ugh. Ugh.
My loyalty lies
I'll be honest, I'm just curious what that hold attack is. It doesn't matter though, because man, it's... If she didn't... They didn't, for some reason, give her a hold basic attack option. That does... It's still something you should never use. Okay, no. I'm going back to trading room. I have no idea what that is. What the heck is that? What the heck is this Pulcra?
My loyalty lies with the winner.
What the heck is this button? I will say I'm still disappointed. She has two buttons that make her shoot, and they're both in the chain attack column.
Is our prey giving you trouble?
So that's her third hit basic. Let's go against Wanted Enforcer. So what? So it gives iframes. Not that many. Okay, I was hoping that she'd give something. Also, her dodge counter is pretty weak. Okay, yeah, I saw that. I dodged that first punch. Oh, can I not dodge counter? Gosh. Oh, I can't see if I can dodge counter out of... If I can combo... Oh, dang. That sucks. So I saw that. You can dodge counter hold this attack. Oh, but yeah, I felt like she started doing her... Hold on, disable stunning. Yeah. Whenever she crouches down, she does that whole basic attack. Why did she even have this, though? And she still got hit out of it, man. It's not even that many iframes, but it has some iframes, which is funny. But it's such a... But it's still a weak attack, right? Oh, that was fun. I dodged both of his uppercuts by being in the air. Man, they bothered to give her that. And for what? You should never be using this attack. Also, wow. Oh, I saw her. I think she crouched down. And so there is a timing to it, but man, it's not consistent. This feels like something that should give her like a auto dodge counter, or like an auto dodge effect. Yeah, she was on the ground. I'm surprised that didn't work. Still, that's almost interesting, but that's all she has on field, man. I'm still so disappointed by Pulcra. Yeah, she looks cool, and like you can see, like they almost gave her something, but like it's something you should never use. Why was I up there? Wait, huh? Okay, I guess it's because that's where I teleported when I went in here. I know I should be going to Deadly Assault, but yeah. It's I'm so disappointed that her gameplay is using special while she's off field to make her do stuff. That's she's somewhat interesting. She's still interesting to me, like having the just being such an effective astral voice supplier with her evasive assists into a follow-up, giving quick assists. But man, she looked cool when I saw her. I skipped Evelyn to get her because I really wanted her ever since her cutscene with Bernice. I really wanted to play her. Like, her weapons are kind of dumb. I kind of think it's a very dumb looking weapon, like bladed guns the way they are. But you know, that's like easy room to make her really cool. And like we see her as an enemy. She's like shooting all the time. She has like a little potion or something apparently that makes her like hyper speed invincible for a while. Like we could see how they interpret that. They would interpret that for a moveset. Like she could easily be so cool. And then you just don't play her. That sucks so much. And like they clearly tried to give her something. Like that whole basic attack on Pulchra. That feels like something they made while designing her early on, and then they just made her an aftershock agent. And like you should never be dodging or using basic attacks on Pulchra. Like it feels like something. It just feels so bad to do so because they're like the attacks deal no damage. They have very bad days. It's weird. Like you're supposed to activate her Hunter's Gate and then use a special with someone else and then attack while she's off field. Honestly, she's basically a support. I mean, yeah, you just play her like a support, which is kind of why I don't like Aftershocks specifically. There's nothing like interesting about it. At least I don't think so. Like Trigger has some of the cooler things where when you swap into her while she's shooting her harmonizing shots, you'll swap back to wherever she's shooting from, and that could be interesting. She has a focus button, and using attacks that cost a resource uses her stronger harmonizing shot, and those are on 20 seconds cooldown, so you have to be mindful of it and actually consider it when using your abilities. Sorry. I don't know. Pulchra just feels bad because she also just loses her Hunter's Gate when you swap back to her, so if you get hit and automatically hit the quick assist, because she's a backwards quick assist, you getting hit swaps to her. It feels so bad because then you screwed over yourself and lost the Hunter's Gate. And if you're out of energy, you don't have anything. You can't do anything. She's now a dead unit or a dead agent who's not doing anything. That feels so bad. And yet she's also still so simple, and you don't play her, which is my most frustrating part about Pulchra. I wanted to play her, and you just don't, which feels so bad. Because man, I'm actually just so angry all over again because I saw that whole basic attack. I didn't know she had that. I just saw like 4 lines of text, and like it's no, my bad. It's 3 lines of text because damage gets to the bottom of her second basic attack. It's basically 2 lines of text for 2 different abilities, or combined for 2 abilities. And I just wanted her to do so much more, or just do anything. Like she could, like I felt like she could have been like a melee Billy sort of thing. Like you could, if you held basics with her, she'd start shooting. But I don't know, this like Leaping Strike here feels like it's something that should like evasive assist, or not evasive assist, dodge automatically when like you hold it, if you like time it right. Hit the hold action. That's really cool to me. But then the only thing these do is deal damage in days, and that's such poor damage comparatively. like Hyper deals so much more damage with her basic attacks, and so much more days, and she's not a stunner or an attacker. Like, her Hyper having better multipliers doesn't matter for her because all she cares about is building up anomaly. It just makes no sense to me. Such a sad design. It feels like they almost tried to make something with her, but then they relegated her to only doing things when she's off field, which means not playing her. That makes me so sad. I really wanted her. I thought she looked really cool. I liked her costume with Bernice again. Come on.
Looking for info or hiring me for a job?
I just think she's cool, man. And she plays the way she does, and that makes me so sad. We'll say, I just noticed that while I was leaving that screen. Her eyes are green, but in like her black and white art, her eyes are gold. Hold on. Name card, right? Yeah. That's weird. I mean, I like the yellow. I like the little touch of gold and orange, and even red in the bottom there, like on her from her jacket. I don't know. It's so weird though. Yeah, green eyes, but they highlight them as yellow. Anyway, so, first off, I wanted to say I got 16,000 with Astra Caesar Nekomata. Anyway, to not start this stream, sorry, continue this stream on a bad note, I wanted to do this team.
I'm here, so we're good. Wanna see the I'm here, so we're good.
And this is my team. This is my main team. This is my favorite team. And I forget how much lighter buffs this team, because I believe with how resistances work, I assume it'll be like any other game I played resistance with or at least how Final Fantasy Brave Exvius worked. 20% resistance mean the enemy takes 80% of the damage, which feels like, yeah, that's obvious, but that a 20% reduction is bigger than a 20% increase, because going from 80 to 100 is increasing 80 by 1/4 of it, while going from 100 to 120 is increasing it by 1/5 of it. And so that's the same goes for resistance down debuffs. I use this one, by the way. It's still really good, like it was the last time it was around. Basically, I need to check. It's fine. I didn't actually need to. Oh, I completely forgot. First off, I take this out. Secondly, I forgot. I freaking yeah, I don't have like streams auto set for things. Okay, not in focus. Sorry, I forgot. I wanted to. I forgot to set up my YouTube stream. I just completely forgot about it when I was like checking how audible the air conditioner is, which it might be, so who knows. Sorry. Let me just because of how because I use Restream, it doesn't have like ZZZ automatically set when you can select the game. It just has, I think it's just a bunch of older games. And so probably a ton of things that up to a point. Yeah, okay. I want to be in the ZZZ category on YouTube. I doubt it matters much, but it's honest, I assume. Alright, well, alright. Actual gameplay now. Favorite team in the game. Only an hour and 20 in. Yeah, this doesn't feel bad.
Come on, try harder. Don't get hit.
You can't actually. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that sucks. No, I have to reset that because missing that last defensive assist actually because he ran out of charges on his hands. So if you get the first two, he's out of charges. So that third one, he'll never do that third one again, which is annoying because you can do the first one, miss the second one, and then he'll do this start from the second one again. But if you only do the first two and miss the third one, yeah, he's done doing his charges or his defensive assistable attacks, which that's so annoying. All right. Excuse me, pardon me. Anyway, yeah.
Come on, try harder.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't get hit.
She says don't get hit, I got hit. Anyway, this shit's stunned. But yeah, the first stun is really fast. Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm surprised. I'm so stupid, man. I just completely screwed this up.
Might. Don't get in my way. Come on, try harder.
And then, wait, yeah, as soon as you see the blue glow on his hands, you need to hit him out of that. Oh. Okay, well, yeah, I let him get too far away by standing still. Like, how did he get all the way over there, dude? And so he did like a backup jump. Man, really? That's so annoying, dude. I guess I should swap back to Koleda quickly from him, though, which is annoying because I'm surprised I got that. I don't know what I was doing.
Nice one.
I'm doing this all incorrectly. Actually, almost didn't get the stun because they chained with Lucy. I also got the... Oh, I'm good. I'm doing well so far. Finished talking about possible agent upgrades, so I think I'm good. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Hands blue. Luckily, Lighter had like an instant, Oh, really? He's not doing it? Alright, after this one, please. Aw, oh, dang it, that sucks. That attack probably would have been followed up by the combo. Also, I'm just gonna freaking... stunning without even getting the 3-hit combo. I think that's a death for the run, because this team doesn't get the kill on him easily. Like, I think I did need that 3-hit combo. I think me getting hit with Koleda, actually, dang, it's really close. So I think there might be a chance for me. Anyway. Alright, just need to not get hit. Ah, that one always gets me. No, okay, that one's a death for the run. Alright, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm deciding to start trying to get 20Ks with Koleda. Just that was the main goal of the stream. See if I can get 20Ks with Koleda. And it might be a bit hard. So I'm starting on the easiest one so I don't rage too early. this Wally? Why'd I say Wally? I meant E.T. Anyway. It's an interesting poster. It must be an old movie because it's from the old civilization.
Come on, try harder. Not bad,
I feel like I got the timings for him a lot better. Alright. Interesting, okay. I think spamming basic attacks a bit there let me get the stun on him without using energy on Lighter, which is interesting.
Here we go.
Alright.
Don't get in my way.
This is the combo I like on when I do Koleda
And the winner is
DPS. I like doing double chain on Lucy.
it's moving.
Oh, I think I missed the last hit on that. That's annoying. Oh, that's interesting. He's not doing the combo.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay, well, this sucks. Because I don't think I have,
Here.
Oh! Okay, well, I guess I'm doing this then. I don't normally do this, but I hit the buttons the way I did. Oh, okay, well, I have ult. Might as well use it.
Start right now.
Gotcha now.
Oh. Okay, as long as I can ult when his hands are blue,
Undefeated champion.
and then he won't jump up, and that's all I need.
Come on, try harder. Don't get
Oh no! Ah, that sucks so much, dude. Dude! Ah, I'm so annoyed. Also, I Alright, just do it then. I missed the... I just didn't get a combo on the hands. Ah, that was so annoying. If the... Dude, where the heck is the EX special? Yeah, if the game looks choppy on stream, it looks choppy in game. Like, yeah, this...
Don't let up.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get this.
Come on, try harder. Come on, try harder. Easy peasy. Come on, try harder.
I missed it again! Dude! I'm so upset, dude. Like, what's happening?
Focus.
Strike zone. And the winner is me.
Okay, I think I heard all 3 hits.
My turn.
There it is.
Dude, are you kidding me? Okay, I saw it. I got the 20k. This was the most embarrassing run ever. I missed
I'm
2 separate instances of the parry. Oh, I can quickly... I missed an EX special. Dang it, I damaged last. Anyway, but yeah, that was embarrassing, dude. Oh, holy crap. It 20k'd. 20 seconds, because I looked at the dog days. Also, that's insane to me. That's my highest score. What the heck did I do differently? That's actually like the highest score I got, and I massively screwed up the combos on just doing the just all of it. Was that the one where did I reset the run I did the triple chain attack on? I think the triple chain attack, oh dang it, I hope that's not true, because that means triple chain attack is just better than double Lucy, which I believe. But no, gosh, what was that run? That was insane, terrible. I have an excuse. The 9 FPS made me miss the defensive assists. I mean, I get it. Maybe the 9 FPS should be normal for me, but Yeah, I can use it. I don't know. I'm surprised. Yeah. I was only barely making it before. I'm not sure what 2 different I did or compared to my previous runs. That's almost a run that got 20k purely on damage. So bumped the desk a bit. We'll say, yeah, worth looking at the gearing.
I'll help you win. Hey, don't look down on me.
2699 light Koleda on Infernal Metal. So with Infernal Metal active, that's an 88% crit rate with 157% crit damage, which looks pretty good until you realize that's also 197% crit damage because of lighter. I finally got Blazing Laurel this patch, so it's his lighter signature, and Lucy also having a 10% damage or crit damage buff. I also run her with 24% pen because lighter just gives that much damage, and Astral Voice is very consistent. Lighter gives himself Astral Voice, and then Lucy also just excels at just giving it and refreshing the buff very easily. Yeah, I'm surprised it went that well considering how much I screwed up. I think a 21k earlier was, I think, almost hitless aside from 1 missile hitting me. And so, like, I can actually dang it. It sucks to say, I kind of like Typhon. I'd still, like, way prefer, I still don't like the sort of design style of not being evasive assistable at all. I think it's kind of weird to disable assist at all aside from one specific set of attacks. I think he should have been evasive assistable. But I think he's still fun to dodge, luckily. And I feel like I got the timing pretty good with Koleda. And so I like spinning around at Koleda. I like doing her quick assist. I like doing her dodge counter. So yeah, it is a fun fight. I still dislike concept-wise not being able to evasive assist. At least I can accept not being able to defensive assist. I think that's a bit rude. But yeah, he has like shocky hands now. They're big clobbering hands. So except for that, you can't defensive assist certain attacks. I don't know. It's kind of weird, concept-wise. But you know, still a fun fight despite that. Which I don't know. Anyway, Lighter is also Infernal Metal. He has more attack because he's on attack percent, and because he needs to be because he's still a center and he gives damage with his impact. I believe I should have paused in the menu to check. I believe without a 2-piece shock star, but still having impact percent, Lighter is at like 269. I can count it actually. So he's at 186. This here gives him up to 20% increases in impact from doing his morale punches, and then his signature is a 25% increase. So it's this number times 1.20 for the morale punches, 25 for the signature, so that's 45. And so he's at 267. So he's exactly 0.3 impact away from his maximum buff. But I think it doesn't matter because I think this entire number is added up, so he's still a 74% damage buff. So it's actually completely okay to not have 2-piece shock star on Lighter. Of course, if you want to stun faster, yeah, still go 4-piece shock star. His morale punches are a lot, and his dodge counter is pretty good as well because his dodge counter is really fast. And so even though its multiplier in days isn't too high, let's look at someone like Bernice. Hers is the max level. I think that's hers is a bit longer, and so it has a better days value. I think her and Nekomado's is also a bit longer and somewhat comparable, but his looks like not nearly as good as Koleda's because it can. Well, first off, mine also isn't max level, but his is so fast that you can get it off quite often. And since he's a, stunner, you'll do it with high impact. I was still looking at my characters there. Yeah, I run him with the DPS build, and it's fun. At least I think so. It makes enough sense to me. So with Infernal Metal up, that's 75 plus 8, 83% crit rate with that crit damage. Which, plus the 40% from his signature and Lucy, that's 160. That's a really good ratio. It's 83, 100. 60. I like having the high crit rate on him because his ultimate is, I think, like 3 hits. And so getting most of those critting is, on average, is really good. And then Lucy is Astral Voice. I have a very good disc here and a very good disc here. And this was pretty good. Plus 3 crit damage on your crit rate, or plus 3 crit rate on your crit damage disc is really good. It'd be nice if I got any attack percent on it, but it is what it is. By the way, Lucy's very low base attack and A rank signature Wenjin makes attack plus 1 flat attack identical to a single attack 3% substat roll. So if that was attack percent, I'd be getting twice as much attack from it, which is hilarious. Kind of sad, but hilarious. This isn't amazing, but it's plus 1 and 2 positive stats, and I don't have too much attack percent aside from this one. On Lucy, aside from this as well. Her, I don't feel like I have much energy issues. There's obviously times when I could have a bit more energy. Maybe a few more times I could use her EX special outside of stun. That'd be interesting to try to weigh, but I still rather just have pure DPS on Lucy. Especially because she's getting buffed by lighter, you know? She unfortunately doesn't get the Astral Voice buff, but, you know, still a 74% damage buff with 15% resistance down. Yeah. And I use her a lot during the stun itself. I have considered and tried swapping the Infernal Metal between the two and having lighter hold Astral Voice because it doesn't matter who holds it. I don't know. For some reason, I keep reverting back to putting Astral Voice on Lucy. It feels like it should make sense to have these two discs because I have a really nice impact disc on lighter that's basically near perfection. It's like being one. Honestly, it's really close to perfection. It's like if I had them all there at once and had one more substat roll and a hit, like crit rate or crit damage, then it'd be perfection. If HP was flat attack, it doesn't matter, whatever. It's a near perfect disc. And this is a pretty nice one as well. Could have been hitting attack percent. That'd be really nice, but it is what it is. I think a lighter also has high base attack, I believe, which makes it sad when I scroll over to Koleda. Is that worth knowing that Koleda has a W engine with 30 more base attack over limited signature Wenjins? So, you know, minus 30. Yeah, lighter just has like 40 more base attack than Koleda, so yeah, it'd be nice to get a percent attack on him. Anyway, though. I didn't normally use Branch and Blade Song on him, but I just have really good Branch and Blade discs. Not this one. It's still a very fine disc, but, you know, here and here, but, you know, I only need 2 discs. Should I have swapped something here? No, because I think I was using this one because my amazing Branch and Blade Song is on Koleda, of course, so, like, this is actual perfect disc. And this one's really good, but not amazing. So wanted more attack on him instead, which I think was a good call. So yeah, I basically use lighter and Koleda as DPS and Lucy also as a sub DPS, but you know, I use her a lot during stun. Anyway, well, with that done, might as well try the team again. This one's definitely the harder fight. But after trying, I believe this one's also very doable with this same team. I'm annoyed you can't like pick your team. I assume because of how Deadly Assault works, they couldn't have your team selector menu for it. They probably had bugs, and so that allowed you to dupe your agents. So I assume that's why you don't have your team selection for Deadly Assault, but that's still annoying. You know, it'd be nice if they could put it there. And just pluck out agents who you use. Anyway, yep, same buff. This one keeps... It's worth going over the buffs. Now I have to reselect my agents. This one does look nice. It's EX and ult damage, and, you know, my Koleda uses that quite a bit, but I use lighter, and lighter's a lot of damage already. Using EX or Aftershock, unfortunately, it increases crit damage and reduces defense, which sounds nice, but I use pen discs. I could just swap out the pen discs, which might be better, but it also says crit damage buff, and I get a lot of crit damage buffing from Lighter's signature and Lucy. The better gear you have, I think the worse this, or the better crit stats you have, the worse this one gets. And the 15% defense reduction is actually really low. Actually, I'm sorry for repeating myself. I noticed that quite a bit. I repeat myself, and now I'm noticing it too much. Anyway, because from what I understood when I did the math, first off, Nicole's 40% defense down is like a 28% DPS increase, and Trigger's signature with Nicole, and so the same would go for Hugo's signature because they're both 25% defense down, is like a 20% increase when you have Nicole. Without Nicole on their own, 25% is a 15% increase in your DPS. That's really low. So obviously it's being combined with the crit damage for its value. This it's obviously a Soldier Zero ambi based buff, so it looks very specialized for her. I mean, it boosts special, and I believe Soldier Zero ambi's special and are all her aftershocks, and it's all categorized as special, so it gets a damage boost. Using them increases, basically makes this buff always very permanent, even though it already has it's a decent 15-second duration, but everyone could definitely keep this up permanently. But the crit damage buff for 20 seconds, which is even longer, is only for the agent who casts the EX special, but the defense shred is 15 seconds, so it's just very easy to maintain ever. Totally. But yeah, this one's just outright better. This one looks like it could be better. I mean, I'm using a double stun team, right? So I stun it even faster, but my combo is using double chain attack with Lucy, which isn't as amazing as you'd think. The days increase would, yeah, definitely chain faster. I guess I should try it out. But, well, unfortunately, two of these bosses have a 200% stun damage multiplier. Both the Marionette and Typhon Destroyer have a 200% stun damage multiplier, meaning this 25% increase is only a 12.5% increase in the DPS against that enemy. Which is, I mean, hey, it's also there with a 20% attack increase. Over here is a 30% attack increase. Alright. So that, surely 30% attack is worse than this. And I mean, this also increases chain attack damage by 50%. Alright, so a little bit of damage boost. Of course, like I said, especially chain attack damage, because like then if I use Koleda EX outside of stun, then that's increasing chain attack damage during stun even more. But that's combined with Lighter's damage. That's a lot of damage oversaturating. Anyway, but that's pretty good still. But this makes Fire Anomaly very consistent, and very importantly is that 500 decibels. I think this one's really powerful, and it stays the most powerful, on top of just having 10% more attack. I think the 30% attack is just outright better than this in almost every case, outside of Soldier Zero Ambi, maybe a few others. And honestly, anyone who's not doing a mono team, because the extra 500 decibels every 15 seconds, yeah, that's really good. It just gets you, it might get me like an extra ult or two. And I can't quickly open up Twitch. Come on. I'm reading this through what am I reading it through? Restream chat on OBS. I wonder if there should be filters for words like that. Words or no, like phrases like that, because they keep saying the same thing. Can you not just do what you can in YouTube? can't you? I don't know what shield mode is. Hold on, I meant this one. Because the YouTube can block specific words on your channel, I believe. I don't know if you can do that on Twitch. I assume you can, actually. I should probably just block out this one word. Let's see. And there. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. Anyway. Keep pause. Anyway. Sorry. All that to say? It was a bot, sorry. Since I don't have chat on screen. Yeah, I just feel like this one's consistently the best. Just lets you have an extra ultimate. The stun damage buff here isn't as impactful. Like, it's probably stronger than a 10% increase to attack. I mean, but like this one's effective outside of the stun too, which is always important to note. It also makes the, I don't know, words fail me. Yes, like I said, Infernal Metal more consistent, which is already a very, I think, very easy to maintain buff. But more importantly, extra. No, I think I said everything. The minor point is that, oh man, it also boosts your anomaly proficiency, so the burns are a little bit stronger. Anyway, sorry, repeated myself over and over and over. Sorry. But yeah, I like this buff the most. If I do manage the S rank on the this annoying fight, I'll try it. I might try it again with the stun damage. I forgot what it was called. Was it Worn Out? I don't think it was Worn Out. I think it looks like Worn Out. That was the name of another, I think, chain attack buff. Yeah, Graceful Mastery, I believe, is what it's called. It's a powerful buff. Dang it, I was too far. I hate that distance thing. That she has a... Dang, I got hit, really.
Don't get hit.
Oh, really? That's annoying.
There it is.
No, she got hit by that again. You can get so much chip damage in... Okay. Let's see. No, this is a rough fight because, like, she has a lot of hits that just make quick swapping so annoying. I also lingered on Lucy, unfortunately, because I thought I'd get ult. Oh, and now I'm not getting, like, the... Oh man, holy crap. Oh, the frames. I don't know what happened there.
I'm unstoppable.
He just did like a finisher for some reason.
Gotcha now.
And the very rough thing is, like, this team is clearly bad at killing
Come on.
it's definitely bad at... Holy crap, I actually almost... Because of the clone, I could almost triple chain attack. I hate this so much, dude. She was just one pixel off of having enough energy.
Focus.
Are you kidding me? What happened to my double EX special, dude? What was that? Where's my dodge? I hate this boss so much, dude. What's happening? Here's the dodges.
There it is.
I'm already frustrated, dude. This is such an annoying boss. As long as it doesn't teleport, yeah, it's fine.
Come on, try harder. Hey, my turn.
Gotcha now.
I took too long. Dang.
Get in my way.
Yeah, it's doable, but man, this fight is so frustrating, dude. Like, it punishes you so hard for trying to like quick swap during some of her attacks. She doesn't like get staggered like much at all. Like, she's a boss, but like, ugh, she just has a lot going on, and freaking lags my game so much, dude. What was that, man? Yeah. Well, yeah, and like, yeah, the clone killing was very, very rough. Stronger dance partner, yeah. Yeah, try again though. 18,000 was very good for a very bad first attempt. Alright, well, seeing that it lagged a bit, I'm gonna make a drastic decision. You won't notice, trust me. You might notice. Gosh dang, did that again.
Don't get hit. There it is.
Oh, all I did was dodge. I didn't release the button. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm also using energy that I wouldn't use in this stun. What happened to the dodge? What was that? That's so stupid. What? No, I don't accept that. That's so stupid. I was literally in the middle of the dodge and does the dash for some reason.
Let me beat you into the foundations. And the winner is me.
Gotcha now.
Alright, getting the collapse effect on. I'm surprised she didn't teleport. That felt like it was time to teleport.
Come on, try harder.
I don't see where they're coming from.
Come on, try harder.
My pleasure.
No, silly. Alright. I'm surprised it barely missed the stun. That's what I get for not running two-piece shock there.
My turn.
Okay. And that EX got me perfectly aligned to hit the ult right outside of her stun. I think something didn't crit. No, that might have just been Bryn though. Are you? I saw that coming. I saw that coming. I just missed it by a smidge. I for some reason took too long to hit the EX special for some reason. I don't know why. I screwed up. I didn't mean to do it like the way I did it. I did a 2 combo. Oh, that feels terrible. Why? Why? Really?
There it is.
Okay,
I'm
let's
unstoppable.
see if I can... Another one in here. I think this should be it.
Don't blink! You'll miss me bashing you into the ground! My turn!
Yeah, okay, I saw that. Over 21,000. A 3K different. We're playing different. a 3K difference just by gameplay. Insane. But yeah, I think the main thing I did was not lock on, because yeah, the camera autofocus will just keep you locked on. Unfortunately, you can just not see anything and still know. Well, I won't say unfortunately. You can't just not see what's going on, which makes fighting characters the first time annoying, but when you know the movesets, you can't just press the dodge button and know when to press the dodge button. Even with the lack of frames I had, it's still pretty rough sometimes. But I think, yeah, for the most part, I knew what was going on. Spent more time on lighter. That might have been the difference. It felt like hard to say though. It's good to spend time on Koleda. She still stuns fast for even without any form of stun gear. She still stuns fast as a stun agent, and her modifiers are still just real high, which is good for her. The piano on this soundtrack is real nice. But yeah, got lighter ults off pretty nicely, and I had one right at the end there perfectly timed to get a whole chain for the last 10 seconds. Like, I think I had pretty much the entire chain for the very end of the fight, which is cool. Felt like I screwed up several times. Some things I'm not sure about is how to like handle when to use Lucy's ultimate. I definitely like hitting it earlier to make sure she has better buildup, but unfortunately what happens there is Lucy ultimate refills your energy. And so very often, because you're on-fielding Koleda, she has really nice energy buildup on her attacks. So it's very easy to make sure you have energy for the between stuns if you're on-fielding her. But that also means using Lucy's ult earlier, because EX specials have high decibel generation. So, you know, you use a lot of EX specials and you get your ultimate way faster. And your off-field allies get like half the decibels of your current on-field agent. So, because of that, yeah, I like using Lucy's ult early to make sure I have it for repeated stuns. Sometimes that doesn't happen though. Defensive assists are the other source of getting good decibels, so that's probably something you need to do, but actually, I'm pretty sure she does. And unfortunately, I'd prefer to defensive assist on lighter because he's the stunner, so defensive assisting on him stuns better. Her defensive assist, let's see, parries enemy attacks, dealing massive days. I think that's all it says, while lighter says...
I'm here, so we're good.
Parries enemies' attacks while dealing massive days, and Koleda says excels at parrying enemy attacks. Okay, and reduces the consumption of assist points. Okay, so yeah, both Lucy and lighter would not on that boss, so it doesn't matter for Marionette because I believe all her attacks are single parry hits, but it does matter for, well, if Typhon didn't have a mechanic that made you not use assist points, but it does matter for Dead and Butcher. Both lighter and Lucy take double the assist points. I did say I want to try that out, but man, I get really annoyed by Marionette. That went well though. I think I only needed to restart the once, right? Well, I only failed the one time. So I don't know. Yeah. Wasn't that hard to be honest, which is interesting because I've been having a hard time getting. I think my high score is 38,000 with my Astra, GU, and Nicole team, which is what I perceive as my strongest team. But they weren't able to go too high on this enemy. But, you know, these three still managed to 20k, which is pretty cool. Which is funny when I consider my Nekomata teams have gotten 16,000 and 18,000 on what I assume to be better runs. Well, better runs than this, probably not, but completely fine runs. And Nekomata's a DPS agent, and she gets better crit stats from using attacker wenchins. Okay, well, oops. Oh well, yeah. Doing the combo with Lucy and Koleda is still interesting. Interesting and hard to consider what the optimal thing to do. I think very often I just don't have Lucy's ultimate for the next stun. It's hard to tell how often I'm able to get it consistently. But if I'm not able to get it consistently, it's probably always better to make sure I used Koleda's energy first, so that I have Lucy's ultimate for the stun after the next one. And I mean, we do stun quickly on this team because it is still Koleda lighter. Like, lighter's built for stunning and actually has discs to stun. And Koleda is still a stunner, so her, even on fielding her, is still really good days build up. And you defensive assist between the two, and yeah, very, very easy stuns for the most part. Unfortunately, this guy prefers perfect dodging. This one is rough, and I do not believe they can, but I will try.
I'm here, so we're good.
This is a bad idea. This is not a good idea. This is not a good team to try to fight this boss with. I was considering doing the comparison with the other disc set on Marionette. I'm fine not to. I have trouble ahead because this boss is rough. I'm not sure if I like him more or less than Marionette. I think I still like him. He has things that are kind of interesting, but he also has things I just hate. I hate the moon. Where are we? Are we inside the entirety of it? That's a Shiyu pillar. Is that supposed to be on the outside or inside? Maybe we're in a companion hollow to Hollow Zero. I forget what the lore was for Deadly Assault. Or for, because I mean, where we are kind of looks like we're in the middle of it, but that almost feels like we can see everything, the entire hollow. It's probably just a case of teleporting to places, though. That's actually really massive, and that one's all the way over there. Anyway, this is where I get rough. There it is. At least the build-up is good. How did that not count as a dodge? What's hitting? I knew what was hitting me. I just don't understand why I wasn't dodging. He's spamming. Well, this is a horrible start because I'm just not hitting any of the dodge counters. That's so annoying. Anyway, burn fell off, but it's about to be reapplied. Alright, and then I can bring in lighter. Got to do is follow up. Oh, come on, really? How'd that miss? Okay, this sucks. Lighter's gonna freaking die. How did he get hit? What did he get hit by? This is so frustrating. Anyway, yeah, I'm like... This is just a frustrating fight.
There it is.
Amazing play. Come on, try harder.
Anyway, that's the combo I know I really like from Twitcher. He pushed him too far away that he stopped carrying. What is that? Like, why? That was a horrible run. Anyway, let's try again. Just didn't get any of the defensive assists. That was embarrassing, dude. But yeah, he does that long combo that summons Wisp. That's my favorite combo with Koleda, because then she can just permanently back-to-back dodge counters for some reason. Because of the time. What was that? It exploded and then I got hit. Where's the dodges? What is that? Like, I'm pressing the button and she's just not moving. What is happening, man? This isn't her strongest team, by the way. There's a stronger team for this. Everyone could guess what it is. The fact that Koleda's a stunner probably makes the team even stronger. The fact that she can apply burn pretty well with her EX special. What was that? Really? Oh, I basically got it. Ah, I hit it too early.
Gotcha now.
Freaking Lighter's getting bobbered still. Defensive assisting doesn't save him. That's so frustrating. Anyway, that was terrible. He did that twice, but should be a good opportunity to max out the defensive assist. Or no, assist points. I was sorry, I heard a crashing noise, but I think that was just the garbage truck. Almost sounded like someone was at the door.
Again.
Hey, well, I'm ignoring this. Right, is it let me recover?
There it is.
Oh, come on, you're not getting staggered even a little. You're at 100% daze. Alright, keep going. I'm going to do the full combo, even though you probably shouldn't ever do it. I should probably defensive assist more often. Unfortunately, it's... Come on, really?
I'll save you.
What happened, dude? She freaking died!
Go.
No, let me freaking pause. Why can't you even pause there, dude? Anyway, no. Yeah. Gosh, this is so frustrating, dude. Like, what's happening? It's frustrating because I can't always tell why the dodge isn't going off. I'm sure 90% of the time it's my fault, but, you know, a lot of the time I just can't tell, though. Which is really frustrating. Anyway, it's still that. That's still the answer. And anyway, back to the team that could possibly win.
Nothing to fear.
I don't know. I swear I got like a 16,000 with that team before, but like, I can't right now. Like, anyway, look at all those happy faces.
We really harmonize.
This is my Astra. I'm keeping this. Oh, not quite keeping the same build on Koleda. Two choices. I believe fire damage is the best, and I believe part of that is because it gives me. This one has, all right, only some attack, but mostly some crit damage, which is important because I'm still with a character that gives crit damage, and more importantly, now I'm with someone with crit rate debuff. And that's important to note because this person... Let's see, am I doing energy? No. Yeah, I think I need all the damage I can get. So I think I'm okay with that. With this much... I think I'm not quite there. I think I'm one roll away from being at over 100% crit rate. So that's fine with me. But this is the team I think I need. Because I believe, unfortunately, despite all the buffing Lighter does, and despite also buffing Nicole, pretty sure this team is just still stronger. And now, a bigger point will be because this is a... This Butcher is still weak to Ether, so, I mean, Nicole herself will be doing more damage, and even Astra, who I think I have some very good, well, good for not even trying to aim for it, crit stats, and, you know, good for... Really? Oh, wait, really? Really? Alright, I hate those explosions so much. Like, what's the timing?
Come on, try harder.
And, okay,
Easy peasy.
like, I like that attack from Butcher, but it's, like, super inconsistent on when... Anyway, he's doing this attack.
Just watch me.
What the heck? Why didn't she swap, man? Anyway, I do full chain.
No escape.
She should have...
Time to wrap things up. My turn. Jackpot. Here we go. Stand still.
Disordered, so that's probably whatever debuff it does for Butcher.
Bye-bye, suckers.
I screwed that. What? Swap to her, dude. Why didn't she get the swap, man?
My turn.
Yeah, I butchered that entire freaking stun. Freaking can't dodge that stupid explosion. I hate that attack so much.
Come on, try harder.
I think I got hit by that.
Come on, try harder.
Yeah.
Come on, try
I don't know why I did that. I screwed that up immensely. Oh, he's burned, so he has the crit rate debuff. Oh, crit rate buff for her. I need to swap back to her. Yeah, I'm doing this terribly. Like, my rotation sucks so much.
Here we go. Come on, try harder. Let our soul resonate.
I've gotten so much higher before.
You asked for it.
What was that, dude? I'm pressing the button. Are you kidding me?
Now's our chance. Key pressure's all yours. Here we go. Don't get in my way.
Yeah. That was terrible, dude. Like, that last stun rotation was closer to what I should be doing and getting. And it, like, pushed me from under 14,000 to here, and it was still stunned. I don't know how I got that many dodges. That felt terrible. Holy crap. Gosh, I hate this boss. Like, he's fun some of the time, but so much freaking crap on the screen. There's so many things happening, and most importantly, I still don't understand why the freaking dodge doesn't always go off. Still trying, because there's a reason why he was left for last. Excuse me, sorry. It is warm today. I probably shouldn't stream longer. Too much longer. If I want the air conditioner on. Oh, that's so stupid. Freaking, she got hit because she dodged backwards? No, I'm not doing that. Holy crap, she dodged backwards and she took so long in the recovery, she got hit by the projectile anyway. That's so stupid. Like, how does that happen? Not really. I pressed the dodge.
Come on, try harder. Not bad, I guess.
Freaking, where did that even come from?
Come on, try harder. Come on, try harder.
Are you kidding me? Kidding me, dude! What was that? Really? They didn't give me the freaking dodge. What was that?
Come on, try harder.
Oh, okay. I think he's
Have a taste. Time to wrap things up. Here we go. Stand still.
I'm pretty sure she should have the internal metal buff still.
Bye-bye, suckers. Boom. My song will hit you. Please be gone. You asked for it. My turn. Back at it again.
Anyway, that's probably more what I need from stun.
Just watch it.
Cash, but it doesn't matter if my stuns are like that.
Come on, try harder. Easy. Right back at ya.
It doesn't matter how my stuns are. I still just miss all the dodges. Gosh, I hate that attack so much.
Come on, try harder.
Okay. Oh, they came back. I forgot they do that. But I know that what the attack looks like, so I know they
Come on, try harder.
thinking, thanks, dude.
Hurry up. Witness the magic of music. No escape. Time to wrap things up. My turn. Ha!
gonna assume she has it, so.
Smashing you into the ground. Gotta run. Get it. Don't let our souls resonate. Please be gone. The pleasure's all yours. Here we go. Yeah. Come on, try harder.
No, are you kidding me?
My turn. Crush 'em. Yeah.
What would happen to my dodge counter? What? What was that? I also hit the dodge too late.
Come on, try harder.
What was that? I wasn't even close to the stun bar. What stunned him?
Don't get in my way. Here we go.
Dang. Ah, that was close. Oh, probably not that close. It was like 17,900. Gosh, and I just got no freaking dodges, dude. Somehow I'm like 4,600, so like, yeah, but no, it wasn't even 900 really. What's that, dude? Ah, it's such a frustrating fight. I don't know what to do different either. That's so annoying. And just because like whenever you get hit or like dodge, there's like the slight pause, so it just screws up the timing too. So there's like hard to have a consistent timing on top of the slight stuttering. It's frustrating. So stupid. What's happening? I definitely got closer before, which is why I thought this was doable. Let's see. EX special. You do EX special a lot, and with Nicole, you get the defense down a lot. So I'll try out this one now. It's close to 100% crit rate. I think it's a roll off. So there's some disc I'm using that's different from what I normally use. Well, use to be at like 57. And yeah,
What's this? Here we go.
I hate this attack so much. Why?
I want a
What was that?
Come on, try harder.
What was that, dude?
Not bad. Another chance. My turn. Get lost. Come on, try harder.
I saw myself do a dash attack. It was about to get hit so much.
Here we go.
Alright, let's see how this is any good,
No
because
escape.
I'm not gonna dodge much.
Time to wrap things up. Stand still.
I think I wasted some energy. I hit EX.
Jackpot. Let me give you a little treat. Like this. My turn.
Oh,
Let our
yeah, hit.
resonate. Please be gone.
Oh, this is terrible.
It's moving.
That was terrible. What was I when I did my first one?
Tough luck. Here we go. Come on, try harder. Come on, try harder. Right back at ya. Come on, try harder. Beat down.
That was weird, dude. I saw that. I was over Koleda until she was. Oh, I saw it. I think I missed it by just a smidge. Come on. Yeah, it was about to stun. I'm about to burn as well.
Time to wrap things up.
I think I wasted an EX again.
To the ground.
Okay.
Another chance. Bye
I don't know why I'm doing the double EXs with Nicole. I think it's definitely delaying the... I also just didn't get her... I didn't get Astra's ult. That's so weird. What's happening?
My turn. Come on, try harder.
Gosh, dang it. What is this attack? Like the swings aren't hitboxes, but the stupid projectiles that start, I like don't move first and then speed up to you. Like there's like that slight delay before they spawn. That's so frustrating. Like that's not, I hate that so much.
What? My turn.
So stupid. What was that? Come on. What's happening? Dude. Like, what is this? Gosh dang, she dies so fast, dude. Like, what's happening? Like, what is this boss? What's anything? It's just projectiles everywhere and the game's freaking... 11 FPS at most. And then I missed it. Whatever, who knows.
Here we go. Come on, try harder. Get lost. Come on, try harder. Come on, try harder.
What was that? I only got 2 dodge counters out of the whole combo. What was that?
My turn.
I can't, and like it's so obnoxious. Freaking Nicole just blocks out the entire screen.
Easy peasy. Come on, try harder. Witness the magic of music. Have
All
a
right.
taste. Time to wrap things up.
I have no idea.
Get in my way.
I'm just checking, to be honest. She didn't have the crit rate buff, by the way.
Let me give you a little treat. Like that. Here we go. Let our souls resonate.
All right, very cool.
Please be gone. You asked for it. Now's our chance. My turn.
Oh, come on. Like, how does that not count as a dodge counter?
Come on, try harder. Come on, try harder. Come on.
So annoying. Gosh, like, why would they? First off, it tracks back to you. That's such a freaking mean design for projectiles that are running around you. Really?
Here we go.
Yeah, she got hit. Whatever.
Eat hammer.
Yeah, this doesn't feel great.
Ha! Don't blink. You'll miss me bashing you into the ground. Bye bye, suckers. My turn. My song.
No, I got her Ash's ult now.
Please be gone. The pleasure's all yours. Here we go.
Can't even see what the boss is doing because of Nicole. And I missed that. Very cool.
Come on, try harder.
Right.
Not bad, I guess.
I don't know if I needed that for dodge counters.
Now's our chance. What's this?
Do I? Dang, this is stupidly close, and that's frustrating me. Ah, dang it, this does not clear.
Let me give you a little treat. Like this. Here we go.
Dang it! Ah, that's 18,500-ish. Almost 18,500. Ah, that's rough, man. So annoying. 3 off them. Yeah. Definitely afford to use defensive assist with Koleda. She has a strong defensive assist, which matters less compared to the fact that she's a stunner, so it'll block faster. He doesn't like stagger long compared to like a Pompeii staggers pretty long whenever he gets burned. Butcher has like a similar shake animation when he gets corrupted, but he doesn't like stay staggered long. Makes me feel like maybe I should like AM. It feels like I also needed energy. Ugh. And that's just butchering her own damage. Like, wow. I don't feel like I was bad on Nicole's energy. There was like maybe a few times I wanted to EX. I could EX more often throughout the fight. That's more build up. It's either that or put AM on her, I think. The other option is attack percent and attack percent. Oh, that was with the other buff as well, right? Yes, it was this one. Extra damage and extra defense down. Like I said, triggers W engine is a 20% buff with DPS increase with Nicole, and 15% on its own. So however much 15% defense down is like maybe I assume it's like 5% more than it would be on its own. You can do the math because I remember the math. In case you wanted to know the math, I think I double clicked it. That shouldn't matter. This is the calculator. The level value for agents is 794, I believe. So level 60 agents have a level factor of 794. And the formula for the defense calculation, which is important, where, yeah, level factor, so the level of your agents applies to the defense of the enemy. Its defense is commonly 953, and so you multiply it by how much defense it has left over. So with a Nicole on its own, it's at 0.6, so she's a 40% defense reduction, so 0.6 is what remains. And then pen, I don't have any pen. There's some flat pen, but I'm not going to include it. Then you add it to the level factor again. Yeah. And that gets you 58. That's how much damage you deal to the enemy. And this is about a 28% increase over without Nicole. So if you were to add I hit the wrong thing. Divided by defense, and then instead multiplied by the 50, further decreased by the 15%. So then minus 10 is 50.5, and then so 0.45 is how much defense is left. And then you add 794. Yeah, it's that much. Then that's the multiplier. And then you divide this by the number below it, which is honestly easier on Google. You can just put the numbers right there and it'll just tell you. I'm not typing the whole thing. It's like 11% DPS increase. Okay. With Nicole. It's a decent amount less without Nicole. I would very much say it's how much it would be without Nicole. If I were to get maybe an 8% increase to your DPS, which I mean, this is 50% defense down. That goes to show you how much you actually get when you use 2-piece buffer left row on its own, like ignoring everything else. Anyway, but yeah. So with Nicole, this 15% defense down is about 11% DPS increase, which, hey, a little under the multiplier for this is for other agents. Maybe I try it, but man, I don't like the idea of not dealing damage outside of stun. And this guy, stun, he has a short stun cooldown. I'm pretty sure that, I mean, it feels really short. I know it's without lighter, and so it's 3 seconds shorter than normal. I'm pretty sure it's like maybe as fast as the marionette, which is like 7 seconds, I believe. He felt like he had really short stun duration is what I meant. So like you don't get much time to benefit from that stun damage multiplier increase, and you only get the attack increase when a chain attack hits the enemy. Which, I mean, I use my Asher ults during stun, so that's still only a 15-second 20% attack buff during stun. So yeah. The fact that Astra has a massive attack buff diminishes the 30% attack you get from this. And so the same goes here. So I think Worn Out just is terrible. I'm not sure if this will ever be good outside of Evelyn. Maybe Hugo as well. Even then, yeah, I assume this is best for Hugo on this enemy specifically. Still, first off, he's weak to Ether Anomaly, and second off, he has an Ether Enhanced state, which I honestly can't pinpoint. Can skillfully utilize Ether energy to unleash various ranged attacks and enter Ether Enhanced, boosting their attack. Dazing them will cancel their... Oh, Dazing will cancel Ether Enhanced, so... But... Oh, yeah, first off, he takes reduced damage. So yeah, they're dealing 85% of your DPS, and he gets daze reduction. So yeah, and I don't know if it's normal for the enemy, but yeah. First off, so stunning will also remove this, so that's important to note. So you can stun to get, and during your stun, you don't have to worry about needing to disorder or anything. You'll be dealing your maximum damage. But outside of stun, you need to disorder to get rid of this. And he also has a 30% daze reduction. That's pretty big, I would assume. And maybe it feels less for Koleda because she has a 60% daze boost. Maybe it's more for lighter because I don't think he has inherent like daze boost, a daze damage dealt increase. I think decreasing you increases the value of Shock Star probably. Still, the rough part is it's Koleda's EX special that has the high fire buildup. And well, it's EX specials generally that have high anomaly buildup. So that's what I have to contend for. It's pretty rough. What I need to do... I mean, look how close it was, dude. I still got hit several times, right? Looks like people almost died. That's almost how every run goes. I missed 2 dodges, which I guess would have been put me at 1900. So yeah, I mean, really. I mean, the point is, I'm like 1,200 points. I'm 12. No. I'm 11 and 300. The 1,103. Sorry, I'm very repetitive. I'm very sorry about that. Away from getting at 15,000 damage score, which is the minimum you need if you get perfect performance points, which is annoying but very doable, obviously, because I feel like I do terrible on this fight and I still get 4,600. So yeah, it's definitely doable. I have to be EX special throughout the fight. I think I do that EX special immediately after the first evasive, or yeah, quick assistant. Well, the second quick assistant after using Nicole. Trying to think. Doing this makes it much more consistent to get the fire proc off. And the ether anomaly as well. They can make it. I mean, wait, this score. I'm pretty sure this is one I paused on to check. That first ultimate, right? Or did I reset that one? The runs merged together, unfortunately. But if this was the run where I didn't have the crit rate buff on the ultimate when I cast it, I mean, that's really good for that one screw up. Or that one major screw up. Yeah. Like, Graceful Mastery is more than just like the attack buff, and well, it's also decibels, which is really nice itself. I don't know how this works. The decibels works for others. I assume the agent who procs it getting 500 decibels will also give the 250 to the allies. I assume that's how it works. I can't test it though. Like, that's frustrating that you can't like demo out the buffs in Deadly Assault to see how they function. I mean, it'd definitely be hard to tell because you have to be looking at a little icon and try to differentiate the little first increases in decibels. Okay, that was interesting. Oh, that.
Come on, try harder. Now's our chance. Here we go. Come on, try harder. Beat down.
Okay, I think that got rid of his speaker enhanced state. Oh, dang, if I got that quick assist faster, I would have... Oh, this is a lot of wasted time because he's already at max days. That's rough.
No escape. Time to wrap things up. My turn. Now's our chance.
Okay,
Don't get in my way.
this rotation is fine so far.
Let me give you a little treat. Like, here we go.
It's rough that I'm only getting Ash Result at the end of it. It's hard to fit everything in, especially because I...
You asked for it. Beat down. Come on, try harder.
Okay. Oh, gosh dang, you have those little pellets to hit me.
Come on, try harder. Easy.
I screwed that up and got hit by something.
Have a taste.
Still not amazing.
Time to wrap things. My turn.
Okay.
Don't blame. You missed me.
I don't think I have
bashing
enough...
the ground.
I actually do have Ash Result. I didn't think I did.
Here we go.
Oh, come on! I got the quick assist to Nicole.
The pleasure's all yours. Come on, try harder. My turn. Come on, try harder. Here we go.
Okay, I saw that.
Come on, try harder. Come on, try harder.
I have no idea what's happening.
No escape.
I think I have to...
My turn.
I think I was doing a very big mistake doing a rocket boo, unfortunately. As much as I love the guy.
Here we go. This is our chance. My song is with you. Please be gone. You asked for it. Come on, try harder.
Are you kidding me?
My
I didn't know he got out. Anyway. That was a better run. I think I screwed up several times. I felt like I got a lot less. Yeah, well, I got a couple less. Man, Gosh, that delay. Getting a defensive assist instead of a quick assist right at that first big spin attack he did. That was close to what I needed. You can see there. Still less than 500 damage away from what I needed, but still like also 8 or 4 dodges away. It's just dodges, I believe, right? Yeah, it should just be dodges and not just dodge counters. I definitely did the dodge counter that much, I would assume. I would feel bad to give up one of those just now, but man, it's close. First off, obviously I played a lot better. I feel like I played a lot better, but I still have those like very obvious major issues. I probably can't be using Rocket Boo. He's not that long, but he's still time out of the stun from agents, which includes like getting chain attacks with Koleda from Astra. Like my Koleda chain attacks often just went right outside of stun, which is annoying because I mean that's also just really ignoring the debuff I get from Koleda entirely. Maybe I should attack. A lot of her damage isn't from the chain attacks, even if I get them in. I mean, it's at most 2 chain attacks with Koleda. I mean, it still buffs Nicole, and it's not like, and all the normal chain attacks are still getting buffed as well because I'm deciding to spam EX specials with Koleda at all times. Basically, this run, I think that's how I'm determining to play differently. This guy takes so long to stun. You can use like so many EX specials with Koleda and still have a lot of time. Gosh, was that one miss on the quick assist what messed up the entire run? It's just perfect dodge too, so I don't need to dodge counter. I think I still keep Rocket Boo, though there's a good chance. Gosh, I can't freaking read that. I can read it here. What do you get? Your build up, right? Yeah, more build up. If he was, I don't need to worry about the chain attack. Oh, it is only chain attack though. Oh, his active skill is random. Oh, okay. So that's fixed. The crowns, I recall, has really high build-up rate, but you can't get it consistently. But if you have Mockingbird on your team, then he'll be guaranteed to do one of the a specific card based on who you have. Okay. And they're buffed further. Can I read it, please? I can't scroll down here. Like I can't scroll. Like what is this menu? Anyway, this guy's buffing. So it's either Rocket Boo for fire buildup, which doesn't matter for the chain attack. But for like random bursts of fire damage, I think it's the best idea to make it Infernal Metal just that much more consistent. Otherwise it's Snap for like 10% damage some of the time. I don't like Snap because he's like Hormone Punk, but like but you're like always swapping and activating Hormone Punk. So it's way less controlled version of Hormone Punk. I feel like the 3 Ether Bang Boo are my main choices. No, I guess he doesn't count as an Ether Bang Boo. His chain attack is Ether, but he's just a support. The backgrounds don't correlate to element, by the way, because this guy's physical, this guy's electric. Holy. And these go for fire. Fire and physical. Anyway. I think I'll just try again. Let's see if I can actually play better, because I actually played well that time. It's when I screw up that it's frustrating. Unsurprisingly. I felt like he did a lot less of the ground explosions. At the same time, I remember he did the ground explosions at the start. You know what? Yeah, just avoid that attack. I'm stuck in a corner. Are you kidding me? I got hit, man.
Here we go.
Alright, well, I think most of the buff is there.
My turn. Bye-bye, suckers. Stand still.
Yeah.
Beat you into the foundations.
Actually,
Please be gone.
yeah, still takes too long.
Here we go.
What was that, dude? You didn't get corrupted or anything. You just decided to stop attacking. This is wild, dude.
Come on, try harder.
Oh. Oh.
My turn.
That was probably a bad choice. Yeah, because now I'm oh, wow. She's at full energy. I thought I used up all her energy. I did that. I have it.
Don't get in my way. Here we go. Let me give you a little treat. Like this. My turn.
Oh, really?
Come on, try harder.
Yes, I am trying to hold the direction. Yeah, felt that coming.
Bonus for this. Come on, try harder. Here we go.
Gosh dang. Oh, it's screwed it up entirely.
To me.
For some reason, yeah, that whole combo was entirely screwed up. I still don't quite get what happened.
Stand still. Let me beat you into the foundation. Bye-bye, suckers.
Yeah, what happened there? Doesn't change that fact that I wouldn't get like 5,000 in that like one last stun. Like, gosh, like what is the heck is the difference? That's like actually 4,000, like 4,000 less points. Like, okay, over 3,000 less points. Just like weird gameplay differences. I'm not even sure why. Oh, it's a frustrating fight. What happened? Like that last combo, he did the combo that I normally like, but I wasn't on Koleda when I swapped back to him. Because I got hit earlier because, man, I just hate that ground explosion. I think that's such a terrible attack. Such a frustrating timing. And no, unfortunately, my computer not being the best, generally, it's entirely guesswork because like you dodged like when it flashes and it doesn't feel like quite the right timing. It feels really tight for some reason when like a lot of attacks aren't. Like I swear, sometimes I saw like the flash for like a single frame and then it hits me, which is frustrating because then it's also just like a machine, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I really don't want to fight anymore, man. It's close, man. It's really close. Obviously, this is still the best team for it. Because unfortunately, I can't Koleda lighter Nicole, which probably wouldn't be better because then I wouldn't be getting any attack buff. But then I'd go like, I mean, then I would be able to build more attack. Let me try that since I'm have Kaboom on Astra, which is percent. Like obviously, if this damage boost, it boosts like my attack stat, which is why you want a balanced level of attack and damage increase. At the same time, the value. No, actually, this is. I see. Yeah, this one gets me over because this one gets me to 108% crit rate. So I'm only 0.8% over the crit rate cap. Crit rate cap? Yeah. You don't get much else going over. You know, this is a M4 diff, probably. Maybe M5. Do I have everything on a Koleda max? Not a basics or... Having these two max on Koleda would, I guess, be something. What is it? It doesn't get it to a 700%, to be honest. That would be my checkpoint. This would get Furnace Fire to 1000%, which is something I don't use much at all. And this gets... It's 100%? Yeah, it's over 100%. It's a 140 increase to her ultimate damage. That's not much at all, to be honest.
You want to test my hammer?
Let's see if... I mean, obviously, it'll be hard to tell if it's actually a notable increase, just because, like what I just had there, I felt like it was a fine run. I felt like I wasn't dodging as much as I could, but I wasn't, like, getting demolished or anything. I think Koleda got hit in a spin. But I still did, like, 3,000 worth less of damage. Really frustrating. On top of dodging less. Oh, I did this wrong.
Just watch me. Come on, try harder.
What was that? Oh, that's pretty good. I got a perfect amount of dodges to get to here. Alright.
You'll miss me bashing you into the ground.
Okay. For some reason that was taking forever to get them out.
Please be gone. My turn. Let me give you a little treat. Like this. Come on, try harder.
Oh, that was interesting. Oh, I just it took way too late. Okay. Oh, what was that? I got the... Oh, sorry. I saw the... Well, at least it still lasts on to most of it. Alright. This is going well. I don't think it's quite enough though.
This song is dedicated to the world. Please be gone. You asked for it.
Okay, he's already out of stun, but I'm still like going.
Crush him. Yeah. Come on, try harder.
Also, he only did it twice for some reason.
Come on, try harder. My turn. Come on, try
Interesting.
the magic of music. No escape.
I don't think it's quite enough, but it's cool that I'm getting this far.
Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundation! Yeah! No more chance! Gotta run! Did it! Here we go! My song is with you!
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
My turn!
Holy crap! it was Bill Diff.
Come on, try harder!
It was Bill Diff. Also, like, holy crap, you can spam on this team. Like, what is that? Like, I got so many EX specials just pressing it over and over again. Also, perfect performance points with 15. That's a lot of 5s. Holy crap. That was awesome. I don't know how I managed that, but yeah, barely scraped it. But yeah, oh. First off, it was that last 2% of crit rate that I had over. Well, not last 2%. Let me see. I was with the last disc. I think it was a less than 2% away from being at max 100% crit rate. All right. Graceful mastery. Like fire was on all the time. Had it up. Kept disordering, so it probably had really. I probably, yeah, got rid of. I'm not sure. I don't know how the ether enhanced state works. I don't know the visual cue to know he has it up. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's when he does his roar, or he sets down the hammer, does his roar, and does that slow combo. It's like an invulnerable combo. It's similar to a spin, where like most ultimates won't knock him out of it. You can only stun him out of it, and I think freeze and corruption knock him out of it as well. But it's the slow combo with lasers. I don't know if that summons his enhanced attack or enhanced state. I just don't know how that works. But I know, yeah, this what they say is true. Disorder gets rid of it, and like this team with the graceful mastery disordered all the time. And also, I was just spamming EX specials. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I said I used a lot of EX specials. I used it, so many EX specials. I'm like, in the stun, it's about to happen. Then I look at Koleda. I'm like, how is she at full energy? Like her energy buildup rate from just like I don't know if Quick Assist has like energy buildup, but it almost feels like it does. Or maybe she inherits someone buildup like from allies, or like no, I wouldn't think that's the case. Like how much an ally builds up affects like how much their other allies build up. I don't think that's the case. Otherwise, yeah, Nicole is that much more broken, but no. Man, let's see. Was that a lot of damage that justified the swap? Because obviously, like I said earlier, maybe I didn't explain it fully, but in combat attack buffs, like Kaboom the Cannon, like Thunder Metal, which is why it's so overpowered, when applicable, and like Hormone Punk, and I assume, like Graceful Mastery here, the 30% attack increase, they all apply off of this attack stat here. Most of your attack buffs, like the 30% here and here, like all of those are based off of your base attack. So for my Koleda, it would be this 1,478. That's her base attack combined with the base attack of her W engine. In this case, Hailstorm Shrine, which is 30 more than the normal limited W engine, because yeah, Miyabi gladly overpowered, I guess. Well, very intentionally overpowered, and that what makes it more apparent. So yeah, though the drive discs are passive main stats and W engine main stats like Brimstone or Time Weaver, those are all based off of this base attack here. While Kaboom the Cannon's buff, Hormone Punk, and that Graceful Mastery, they're based off of this 3054 I have here. So that's what makes, even with Astra's 1000, a little under 1200 attack buff, kind of diminishes how much that increase matters. But I don't know, like 16%. This is only 16% when a Bang Boo attacks. So however long Rocket Boo's cooldown is, I think his is 22 seconds. So it's 8 seconds out of 22. I have the full buff otherwise because Astra hits off field. And because I'm swapping between the two often, like, you basically always have at least 12% attack.
You want to test my hammer?
So that's like 360. That's 360 attack all the time just from Kaboom the Cannon. And then, yeah, Graceful Mastery, that's 900 attack. Yeah, that's a lot. And so, before it was just like 260, 260. It was like 800. But yeah, by swapping my gear, I have more attack. But I also increased how much attack I get. But to count how much damage I have, though, because Koleda's not a DPS who doesn't have any damage in her kit, only M4 for her chain attack and ultimate, which I honestly couldn't utilize that fight because you need to use Furnace Fire. You need to consume Furnace Fire, which is a very long basic attack animation. And I'm just spamming EX Special and the ultimate and Quick Assist, so no basic attacks until like afterwards. It's like, that's honestly almost useless, and except for the first chain attack I do. But yeah, Koleda has no damage boost, so she has 10% from Infernal Metal. But what else she gets? Let's see. 24% from Astral Voice. Let's see, Swing Jazz. Yeah, actually, I feel like I actually have really high uptime on this from like spamming ultimate the chains. So she'll always have this after. I use her Nicole last, so the first two chain attacks won't have this, but 15% from Swing Jazz. I only have a phase 4 the Vault, so I'm missing 2%, but 22% from a phase 4 Vault, 24% at phase 5. So that's 22 plus 15, plus 24 from Astral Voice, kind of an insane disc set, and 20% from being Astra. 20, 44, 66, 76 because of Infernal Metal, 81, 91% damage. Okay, well, when you put it like that, I guess it makes sense why. First off, these two are disgusting. They're 81% damage boost, and that's ignoring the fact that Nicole does 25% to Ether. What? Did I count that up right? Yeah, I mean, 22, 44 from Astra, excluding the Astral Voice, 66 with the ball. Yeah, it's just 81% damage boost, and Nicole makes it over 100% Ether damage to UGUN, and that's not even the 40 plus 40% during stun she has to her bullets. So yeah, first off, they're over 100% to any Ether damage agent. That's nuts, because that's ignoring the fact that she already does 40% defense down. Yeah, okay. Well, I think it makes complete sense why swapping to attack was the best choice. Because, like, what, fire damage? 30% fire damage, so I end up being at 120% damage. Instead, just have more attack. Yeah. to be multiplied by that damage boost. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it should have been obvious.
Down on me.
Man, kind of feels bad when you think about it. For a lot of agents, when you get to the end game of building your agents, damage boosts are kind of the worst. Like, it makes sense. Like, the best advice for early game is to use your hamster cages, because the options for this disc are this button. The main stats are all of these, including all 5, right? There are 5 here. Yeah, 5 element. Okay, not everything here. It's everything lit up. It's all these 5: percent attack, percent defense, percent HP, and pen ratio. So like you have 9 options, the most of any drive disc. So like the main advice is for elemental drive discs, you get their specific element. So fire damage for an infernal metal disc. But at the same time, man, we're already at the stage of the game where you kind of, well, you might end up preferring attack percent. Obviously, it's all in balance. It's always a balance of whichever is, first off, it's whatever gets you the best substats. Because they're usually not too far apart, but it's still a balance of attack and damage, so it'll be different agent to agent. But I mean, for DPS agents, this is my Koleda. She's at like 91% damage without having any damage inherently. Actual DPS, actual like attackers specifically, will have damage boost. My Koleda is using a crit-based disc set. Things like Chaos Jazz and Fanged Metal give 35% damage and are best used on some anomaly agents. This disc is so funny in that because of that. But like Nekomata, like she gets 60% from dodge counters, 60% damage from dodge counters and quick assists. Holy crap. And like honestly, her best team is probably Astra Nicole, which like is a lot of characters' best teams, but like she actually gets her like, that's alright. Well, this is pretty useless, and it's 35 to 70% damage boost when you proc an assault. But you're never procking it twice in a row, so this is pretty useless. To call it 70, or it's just honest to say it's 70, but still 35% damage. And her signature is a ton of damage. Like, ooh, wow. I don't know.
You want to test my hammer?
I'm surprised. But yeah, thinking about it, yeah, it makes sense. Don't damage. Astra gives 44% damage boost on her own with Astral Voice, and she has a buff. And that's why her own signature isn't that much better than like Kaboom the Cannon or Bashful Demon, because those are like 12 to 16% attack buffs, in combat attack buffs versus 20% damage, and you can get so much damage in this game very easily. And Astra already gives a lot, and if you have a second agent who gives a lot, then all the more. It makes more sense for like the double anomaly teams with Astra, that they'll probably still prefer damage boost. But again, still depends on the balance. Yeah, alright. Anyway. I did it. All 3 Deadly Assault bosses 3-starred with DPS Koleda. And like this team, alright, unfortunately, it did use Miyabi's engine. It's still hilarious though that this team, Koleda, uses an Infernal Metal. The Infernal Metal that requires you to proc burn on a single fire agent team. But yeah, Koleda just has really high buildup, and like this team was spamming, just spamming. Like she used EX Special so much, and EX Special is her big burst of fire damage, but you're also dodge countering a lot, and so I think that's decent buildup at least. All very doable. Obviously, I didn't use it for that team, but I'm more than confident this team is better than my other team, and better than Mono Fire. Lucy, Lighter are just not the same caliber. Obviously, Lighter gives a ton of buffing. And Lucy's flat attack is not as high, and she, because of the borers, her attack buff will be consistently at the 16%, but she doesn't give us much damage. She doesn't give us much crit damage as Astra. She'll deal more damage at least, especially because of lighter. But you know, Astra's still like stronger. Buff wise, sorry, the click was probably pretty loud because it was loud for me as well. Well, I mean, that's not much else to say. Yeah, this team is just too strong. I mean, it's the fact that I'm talking about like how much worse like Lucy is to Astra buffing wise. She'll still do more damage, and especially with lighter doing massive damage buffs, and even some fire resistance down, but 15% fire resistance down is not the same as the 28-ish% DPS increase from Nicole's defense shred. And because even lighter's damage buff is diminished, and Nicole herself still does damage buffing too because of the vault, and because of the vault and the swing jazz. It's just such a powerful duo of agents. They synergize so well together to like any attacker DPS, aside from Hugo specifically. But outside of Hugo, yeah, every single attacker is like massively buffed by these two, and even anomaly agents. I guess I don't know how good Jane is. I don't know what Jane's additional ability is. Let's I'll look it up. Let's see. I have visited. Sorry, speaking is hard. Visited the site enough and looked at everyone's pages enough that I can put almost every agent's name in, and I'll get to the Pridwin, which I like. I still like Pridwin for their layout. It's very nice to read. Okay, so yeah, she loses build-up when she doesn't have an ally, when she doesn't have an anomaly or faction ally. That's interesting. She has 15% build-up and 15% more on an already anomaly build-up enemy, so that's basically in line with the fanged metal, because your first assault with Jane will be pretty weak, but the following ones, well, not pretty weak, but will be weaker because you don't have the damage boost from fang metal, which also that one makes me really confident that like there's no way damage boost is the best on Jane, like math wise, because she doesn't have any other damage in her kit. I assume that should be true. Let's see. Pridwin says physical damage greater than pen ratio, which is greater than or equal to attack percent. That's probably not true at this point anymore. I'm pretty sure that's just won't be true. There is the factor that most, if not all, W engines for anomaly agents, I don't think any gives a damage boost outside of like let's see, the stun or no, the disorder damage boost from Time Weaver and Flame Maker Shaker. So Bernice's signatures, but I think only those two give a damage boost. The rest are like AP, build up rate, and attack percent, mostly among the A ranks, or no, not among the A ranks, but Fusion Compiler as well. Or, well, Fusion Compiler. And she doesn't have any, like, damage boost, which makes sense. Which is why... But, like, who else doesn't have damage? Koleda. But her main disc set is Fanged Metal, which combined with the two-piece effect is 45% damage for Jane. Like, with how much... Like I said, Astra... without her signature gives 44% with Astral Voice and just singing. So it's 89% damage on Jane without anyone, with only Astra on the team. And then, like, when you get in-combat attack buffs like graceful mastery here. Ooh, it's really hard to justify not using like an attack buff or attack disc. Maybe pen is still best in that case. I mean, especially with my Bernice, who's M2. Yeah, pen will always be best if I had a Jane. But I have a Piper. It's even more so for Piper than Jane because, unlike Jane, Piper does have damage in her kit. She has 18% damage for all allies. So she's like a team buffer, slightly only. I was like, that's a worse buff than Astra, who does that and crit damage and attack, which is insane. But Piper does it as a DPS, and it buffs herself as well. So this like 45 plus the 18. So Piper with Fang Metal is an inherent 63% damage boost, ignoring with Astra she's already over 100% damage. And right, the balance is that you want as much damage boost as you have attack buff. So I double my Piper's attack, and I double Piper's damage. That's pretty even, except for the fact that things like her own signature, which I only have phase 4, is an in-combat attack buff. Kaboom the Cannon is in-combat attack buff, so you want more attack. Which I'm really proud of my Piper's build, because I'm at 2700 without with an attack-based W engine. But like, if I were to compare it, all right, obviously this one has a higher base attack, which is why it's still over 2,600. On a normal S rank W engine, that's still like 2,500, right? But that's also why this one looks so much on her. That's why Time Weaver is best, because like, yeah, I don't have a single attack percent main stat on Piper, but she can reach 3,000 with a limited signature. And most of the time she will cast special or EX special when there's an attribute on the enemy, so she would proc this really easily. And that's just more damage as well, on top of the anomaly. Sorry, anyway, numbers. I like the maths. I'm not great at it, I'm not always doing it, but I like it. I like realizing it and swapping to an attack percent disc. All that to say is, man, we need to rethink which discs we pick most. There's a good chance damage discs are the worst option you can get on average. Anyway, that was insane. Obviously, it has helped that Graceful Mastery is an insane buff. It was obviously the best one. It let me ult more often. It probably got me an extra ult, if not 2, over the course of this fight. Probably just 1. But it increased the build-up of the consistency for the mechanics and just in combat attack. Yeah, it was insane. It's probably less of the obvious pick to go attack percent with something else. Like this one. Maybe it would have been better to keep damage. Honestly, probably wouldn't be. But, like, it's still a lot of damage from these two. Anyway, I proved it. Proved it? Yeah. M2 Koleda, to be fair. So M2 Koleda. It was still, once again, it's an M2 Koleda. Stairs. Oh, yeah, right. Hey, Excalibur. You missed it. But you'll be able to go back. I'm not doing it again. Holy crap. These bosses suck. Yeah. I also wasn't looking at screen. I probably should be like bringing over this if I'm gonna be talking about an agent by looking over their kit. But yeah, I did it. M2 Koleda can 20k. These two were able to be done with Lucy Lighter. Lighter with Blazing Laurel, and Lighter with this build. Oh well, he's missing a disc. I stole it for Nicole. Is he missing something else with this pen? No, I traded. He used to have this, which was fair enough. But yeah, lighter with also Infernal Metal and signature, and then Lucy, well, with her signature and the disc that I trade between her and Astra, because it's an insanely good disc. We're able to take down the Marionettes and Typhon. Typhon easily. The Marionette on the second try, so less tries than Typhon, but still way more annoying. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's this one was frustrating, but then I swapped. Oh, all right. Oh, don't worry. It's good to have a job. So yeah, I luckily I'm wrapping up soon anyway because it's hot and I'm next to the air conditioner. So I let it be off while I was streaming, but I should end soon because it's probably impolite for anyone else who lives here to not have the air conditioner on. So yeah, I'm just happy. I was so happy that I just immediately swapped to attack percent on disc 5 and immediately got 20k with this team. And so yeah, pretty nuts. Also just, I don't think I really noticed like a sort of skeletal design on Butcher, like the sort of Spinosaurus thing on his back, but also like I noticed the bones sort of thing on his tail. That was a really cool design. Yeah, fun team. These two are so OP that even lighter Lucy isn't Koleda's best team. Unfortunate, but yeah. It is what it is, but yeah. Still, I know it took the best 2 supports in the game, but even DPS Koleda could clear the endgame content. Which is the funniest part. Yeah. Fun. I still really like her. Yeah. It was a good pick. Oh, yo, Luna on the Twitch side. What's up? Unfortunately, I finished up doing 20Ks with Koleda. Luckily, a day's going great. Fantastically after getting the 20k on Butcher.
Hey, don't look bad today. Lord
If you ever want to check it out, the VODs will luckily be here on the Nom side of YouTube. I think that's all I did what I set out to do. 20k on these. I talked about possible Anton upgrades. Hold on, I can do this. Hey, there y'all are. Oh, looky. I didn't get rid of this message. Oh well, it's there forever now. Oh. No, I'm sorry, I was busy, but hopefully your day's doing well. Think I'm trying to think of what else to do. Well, honestly, while I'm at it, I haven't done Astra. I'm just for the Anton upgrades. I talked about the possible. Ooh, artwork, nice. I was just talking about possible upgrades for agents. I just love the idea of upgrading agents. Anyway, but yeah, I actually haven't tried the Astra Nicole team here,
I'm here.
and
Need something?
so I think I do want to try it.
Nothing just good to need something. My services are
Yeah,
expensive.
okay. I'm not fighting Calicus.
Really harmonize.
Oh, nice. Doing overlays and stuff. Alright, put this spec on. Holy crap. Still can't believe I got 2+2 crit damage. I'm so frustrated I keep getting all my +2/+2 crit damage on this exact slot. It's here, it's here, it's here. This one's here. Like, why are all my great discs here? I don't think I have an amazing one here, but I think also I had... I mean, this is really good, too. If only it was attack percent, but yeah. Anyway, still, it's good to have good discs at all. Maybe not at the moment. Oh, do you have Discord? I do, but I don't speak in Discord too much, unfortunately.
Time to make some money.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, unfortunately. If only it was, honestly, slot 4 would be a nice place to get lucky most. Like, I want way more attack percent in slot 4s with +2/+2 crit. Like, I have that one +2/+2 crit on GUN attack percent in slot 4. I just want more of those to build more agents with triple attack percent. Alright, let's see. This is still like the, I think, holy crap. I screwed this up. No, at least they're coming to me. How are you kidding me? I don't know why I swapped to her. At least these two, he breaks easily. Let's see. Oh, dang. He didn't actually hit with the timing. He almost hit me on Koleda coming down. Okay, I think I'll full combo it. See how it goes. Okay.
Don't get in my way. I'll show you. This song is
Let's see.
Please be gone. The pleasure's all yours. My turn.
You know, I think I think these two are just too broken. Alright, fortunately Hottie is very small. Oh, dang.
Leave it to me.
Oh, well. Hey, really? She was on field.
Right back at ya. Witness the magic of music.
Let's see. 145 is what I got on
Stand still.
with Lucy Lighter.
My turn.
Holy crap, did I win this already? I didn't actually. Holy crap. Just that smidgen of HP left. Wait, really? First off, I was just standing around. I think that was a 129, which is like 127-ish. That's kind of insane. Unfortunately I don't Instagram either. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Luna. Anyway. That was mostly what I wanted to do. Just remember I like that team, and so I haven't tried it in Shiyu yet. So I'm glad to showcase it there as well. Anyway. That's about it. Good fun. Once again able to DPS with Koleda. She worked, which is the best part. Alright. We'll be wrapping up now. Unfortunately. Oh, nice and dark out. Let's see what's here. Alright, this was what we started with. Let's see whatever the next song is. What is it? Young Lady Greta. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. She was the one who fell in love with the building. Unfortunately, I don't add people much on Discord. I'm sorry, Luna. Not the type of... I don't know. Just... Unfortunately, not too social of an individual, so I just don't... I keep to myself mostly. I'm sorry. I hope you have a nice... Thanks, Socks Caliber. Alright. That's a short one, though. Let's see whatever next is. Oh, wow. That's what this is. Alright. Oh, that's a real nice jazzy one to end up with. Okay, yeah. It's definitely getting hot in here, though. So, yeah. Need to end so I can put on the fan air conditioner. Alright. Hey, thanks for watching. Yeah. Remember, you check out Nami Nom Noms on YouTube to see the YouTube bot of it. Fun fights. I'm a nice rage gamer, so there's definitely Angry Bee in there as well. Nom 2 for some gameplay that I decided to clip down. If I ever do stream clips and like download the stream and clip it down, it will be on Nom 2. Or if I just want to upload some gameplay that I thought was neat and wanted to show off, even at the quality of my stream and computer can handle. Anyway, hey, thanks anyone who watched or watching. It's cool to play some more DPS Koleda. Have a good night, everyone.